showtime.
It is in fact showtime, James. You are right. Hey, everybody! Welcome back to Dragonborn Industries. We're on episode 80.
80?
80. It's happening right now. 80. We're taking it to the old people's home. Cashing your houses. The council's taking your money.
Sheila down road.
Yeah.
Sheila. Time to plan our saga holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I think cruise. I want to go on a cruise.
Let's go on a cruise.
I don't want to die in the sea, but I want to go on a cruise. Where would you go on a cruise? What would be your ideal cruise? Because I think Arctic for me. I'm like, I want to see. I've seen the Northern Lights, but I want to see it again.
Yeah, the fjords.
Yeah, and just like I think you're on a boat, and although it's going to be cold, you're like, I'll just sit in the jacuzzi and watch it.
Yeah.
Fucking
great.
Yeah, right.
Rain half, he just sat there in the hot tub like
Right. So for me, I'd like to do Arctic. What about you guys?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
we're on the same page.
Fjords.
Cold.
Yeah, because you can get hot in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booty.
And other places.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's an OAP cruise.
Like the steam room.
Swinging for days.
watch out for them pineapples.
You alright, mate?
Because really, at that age, you might as well.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to think about the stamina involved in that, and
Stamina? What do you mean?
Well, it's a problem in like care homes, though, isn't
Yes.
it? Like
Is it?
and
Yeah.
residentials, like the old people be fucking.
Fuck it.
And it's just I've not happened across. I was going to say come across this yet, but I've not happened
Not yet.
across. Obviously, I've not spent all that much time in care homes, which
Me
is
neither, man.
fantastic. So how do you know?
Through the
Where do you think he's getting it?
Got to get it somewhere, mate, you know?
Oh,
Fair
a
enough.
fine young man.
Oh, young man.
Young man.
He's got all his original teeth.
Jealous.
So I just imagine like the hip movements and like the joints and stuff like that. I don't imagine old people.
The thing is, like,
Yeah, but I still don't think they're fucking like
Pop and lock it.
plowing down, are they?
it's that
Hey, no one said plough it.
it's like age has become very different, though, hasn't it? Because I mean, like someone in their 80s now doesn't look like what we used to think people in their 80s looked like on the whole. Because like generally they're living longer, they're keeping in really good shape, and
I promise not to.
Nice.
I just it's already started. The beer belly's there. I don't even drink beer and I've got a beer belly, and I just think it's just downhill from here, really, isn't it? Till I'm,
Happy Monday, everyone.
80 episodes and I'm just done. That's it. I've had enough. 36 and I'm just clocking out now, ready for old age.
Get your smoking jacket by the fire.
See, I'd like that. It's an excuse for me to get a pipe.
get you some socks and sandals.
I think it'd be quite a cool old guy. Do you think you could be cool old people?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm going to be feral. I'm going to be the worst.
Yeah, I think you will be. I think you'll be
Yeah.
absolutely atrocious to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully intend to make a menace of myself.
Please be nice to pharmacy teams.
I'll be nice to people. I'll just be a menace in general.
Okay.
Because I think I'd be quite punk. I think I'll stop.
Yeah, you'll never live that down. You just like you stick into that punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, fuck off.
I don't think I've ever seen you not punk.
I'll take that.
To be fair, so, you know what? Fucking still.
He decided it wasn't an era.
All about
Is
that
it
punk
basically-
It
life.
was not a phase for me. It was not a phase. It felt right. It felt right. I like.
Yeah.
I guess that is, I suppose, going down the menace route. I guess because when you're older, you're like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Get off me. Give me the Viagra.
I think my only rule for myself is not beige.
I don't mind beige. I mean, you saw the cardigan and the car combo I had for a while.
Yeah, I think you're really in dangerous territory if you're getting double beige.
Yeah.
You know, beige on the bottom, beige on the top.
Beige backpack.
You need to come out of that hole, mate. Come on.
Because me and you, we pretty much, most of our clothes are solid black. Like 90,
And that's fine.
95% of our clothing range,
Yeah.
black. Do you think like we're still going to be rocking like the emo look when we're...
I'm going to make an attempt to. for
Yeah,
sure.
me too.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans, black Vans in the 80s.
Yeah, my belly just hanging over the side.
Are you just going to rock the grey hair, or are you going to like dye it? And, like, you know, fuck old age. I'm going to look young as possible.
I don't mind getting old. I think
Give it that silver fox look.
I already dye my hair. Like, it's been a while since I've done it, but like I quite like dyeing it white anyway. It's like my favourite colour to
You've done it in a
go.
while, to be fair.
No, it has been a while. So I think I probably will, especially when it's already white, because dyeing ginger's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
like, you have to bleach it and it's going...
Yeah.
I think the day that I
It
go
just falls out anyway.
white, it will. Then I'll be like, fuck it, just bang a colour in it and let's go for it. You? Anybody else?
I'm gonna let it all go. Like I've just started getting whites come through, and I was like, cool. I'm gonna enjoy my natural hair while it's here, because I'm not gonna go grey being redhead. It's just gonna go white. So I'm like, I've absolutely no problem with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I've always been of the mindset, grow old disgracefully.
I feel that.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to agree. And I think that I think it's one thing. I think we've got a whole generation of people who are playing these games who are going to be in nursing homes like, I play 4th edition, I play 5th edition, I play Pathfinder, you prick.
Taking my back.
When we used to have a podcast.
Everybody in that nursing home used to have a podcast or a small craft ale business.
Yeah.
Back in 2020,
I was
I made sourdough.
You could have, oh my god, how good would that be? Like Gorgons and geriatrics. That would be such a good, like, old people D&D. I'd love, more old people in D&D, please.
So that's like campaign 15, sorted. I think we'll be quite cool old people.
Yeah.
And then, like, I know that there's probably people listening to like, oh my god, you're 36 and you're talking about this and stuff like that. And I'm like, I think it came into my mind because, like, I got hurt recently, and, like, I was, like, lying in bed last night, and I just tried to lift my head up. I was like, my ribs! And I did it skateboarding.
Who could have told you that was going to happen?
And I'm still going to carry on going. But, like, I was like, this must be, obviously, like, I'm 36, I'm struggling to, like, move around and stuff like that. But if I was older, that would have been ribs gone, that would have been, like, my hip gone, something like that. I was like, I am getting older, but at least I'm not there yet. At least I'm still able to, like, throw myself down on concrete from 6 foot and survive. And I really did. I really just went, poof. And, I think that's got me thinking about my age stuff. I was like, I've really got to, like, utilise these years while I've got them. Not that I'm scared of getting old, not that I'm bothered about my age, but, like, you know.
It just makes you appreciate what you've got while you've got it, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
Because I realised as well today, like, I spent most of the day sat at the table just either prepping, writing, going over all books, and I love doing that. But I didn't, didn't go outside and touch grass. I didn't, like, go pop an ollie anywhere. I was literally just, like,
pop your hip out.
Yeah, exactly. Pop an ollie or pop your hip. I think what's going to happen with me. And, so it was interesting. And there it is. Thoughts, feedback?
Yeah.
Pretty much came full circle, didn't we? That's it.
Yeah,
Nowhere else to go.
Just want to play Tony Hawk. The new one's coming out.
I know, me too. It's...
Well,
yeah.
catch nostalgia.
Yeah. I don't know how bored of it I'll get. Like, I don't know how quickly I'll get bored of it. Like, because it is quite. Like, I used to love unlocking the skate videos at the end. But you have, like, set characters that you like and stuff like that. And, I don't know. Maybe quite fun to play with the kids. I think they quite like it. Depends how much it is though. Because again,
if it's 50, 60 quid.
35, 36.
that's okay. That's okay. Depends if it because downloadable content. It's like you can have a game, but it's not all of it.
Don't the whole kill game movement. I was reading about that the other day. I was just like, I think it's EA or Ubisoft or one of the others.
EA are awful for it.
It was, well, if we're not supporting this game, you need to destroy your disc or it's illegal. And I'm just like, sorry, what? We can't even open the discs anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Real crazy shit.
Yeah. They're like, oh, if we've stopped supporting this game and it's outdated, please destroy your discs, as it's part of their terms and conditions, which...
Nobody reads it, everyone clicks.
Yeah.
But now there's a movement being like, we paid for this product.
Yeah.
Like, we own this disc.
It
and
is
you're
mine.
telling us to destroy our own property.
Yeah.
Unless they only clicked on the agreement and it was like, you are licensing this property from us. And nobody's read the thing. That's interesting, I didn't know about that. I mean, they can try. And,
It's got over 1 million signatures though, isn't it?
It's growing. It's really big on like YouTube and things like that at the moment.
Huge.
Yeah, it's becoming like steamrolling.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I rarely get a chance to video games, so it's just not a world I'm in anymore. I'm too busy thinking about Viagra and old people's homes. So,
Not connected.
Indeed.
yeah, it's,
Or maybe.
we may as well crack on with things. I'm going to hand over to Steph, who's going to chat about a role of your plenty.
I'd set aside some time today, speaking about getting old, I'd set aside some time to write the ad and then I fell asleep.
Nice.
So So, but I tell you, you won't be sleeping on the deals from Warrior Prince 3D. You can head on over to www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com. Currently, there is another website in the works, TBD, where you can find high quality 3D prints. Yo, it's me, Tubby D.
Sounds like Teletubby. I'm Tubby D.
He's the gangster Teletubby that like lives on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
He's the landlord. He owns the hill. Anyway, Tubby D wants you to head over onto etsy.com/warriorprince3d, where you can find miniatures, terrain, figurines, collectibles, cosplay items, and more. And you can use our permanent and exclusive code to the stars to get 15% off of your order. And if you add £20 worth of goodies into your basket, you will also receive a free 3D printed Starfinder badge for your troubles. Rich is an amazing supporter of the show, has been since our very first episode. We love him dearly. He also still has a load of things from his sympathy sale from when he did himself a whoopsie, available on his Instagram, so go check them out. He's got some amazing pieces on there. I know one of my mutuals recently got his Astarian figure, and I'm really excited to see her paint that one because delicious. But yeah, go support Rich. We love him. To the stars, 15%. Get yourself a badge.
Yeah, very much so. That Astarian statue, there's going to be one of those at my table next weekend at the Southwest Games Expo in Helston. As we will be down there, there'll be some stuff from Stefan Gals and Carls, there'll be stuff from Dragonborn Industries on the table, some dice. But Rich is going to send down a dragon and the Astarian statue to go into the dice giveaway that we're going to be doing on our stand. And he messaged me, so like, do you want an Astarian statue as well? I was like, well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, that's very kind, but like,
He's very kind.
So there is going to be one of those available if you're in Cornwall as well, this Saturday the 2nd from 9 till 5. Expo 9 till 5.
What a way to make a living.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to talk about Roll and Play Press now as well, because I just put my own segue in and just knocked myself off course. You can go to rollandplaypress.com and check out their amazing toolkits, things like their one-shot wonders, but also their GM and player kits for both sci-fi and fantasy. They save you time and space behind your screens, and you can get 10% off when you use code Dragonborn10 at checkout. That's Dragonborn10 for 10% off your books from them. Also, while we're talking about other people, I want to mention this particular thing. I'm going to quickly go to the other camera. So this is a ship that is currently at Kickstarter. There's about 24 hours left on it. So for anybody who may be watching this in the first 24 hours of this coming out, please go check out Games Art by Philip over on Kickstarter. This thing is insane. They sent this out to me and I've been putting it together and also trying to get it painted up. Absolutely incredible vessel, and this is one of the smallest variants of this ship.
It's stupid.
It's ridiculous, and it's like all modular. They had before the line of the UCV range, like the brick and the shuttle type G, which we've got here, and I've been following and I've been using for a while, especially for this campaign. But they came out with the MTV, which got like higher detailing to it. It's using the Grid Forge system now. It's absolutely incredible what you can do with this. And just by having all the different parts you can get at Kickstarter, you can then print up and change how the ship looks and like get it to go right down to a shuttle, all the way up to this massive monster of like a capital vessel. It's absolutely incredible. Please go check them out. And yeah, keep an eye on our socials and their socials to see this one being painted up, but also the links for their Kickstarter. Otherwise, I'm going to hand over to Jack who's going to talk about merchandise.
So, if you would like to support us and spend a little bit of money and get something physical for that money, then you can go to dragonbornindustries.com, where we have mugs such as these. They are surprisingly good mugs, really
Very
good mugs.
good mugs.
So get your own, because you can't have these, they're ours. But we have some t-shirts, much like the Bloodpunk one that I'm wearing today. There's also the Live Laugh Joan. I always forget there's another t-shirt, isn't there?
There's the Node,
The Node,
which is
that's
like
the one, I
a
always
really
forget that one.
niche one I found.
There's also 2 in the morning.
There is the 2 in the morning, another classic TJ line.
We actually did.
And then it's
Still.
the classic Dragonborn Industries one as well.
But also, Ian's dice.
Yeah.
Which he's handcrafted himself with his own tiny little fingers.
So delicate.
But they are really incredible. So if you want a really bespoke, handcrafted set of dice, you can also buy them there. So that's DragonbornIndustries.com to get something physical.
Thank you very much, Jack. We'll throw over to James, who's going to chat about Twitch and Twitch Prime.
Yeah, I'd like to start off by thanking everyone for supporting us over our 80 episodes, not just on Starfinder, but things on like Bloodpunk, Painting Up the Monster Manual. We really appreciate it. But there is a way that you can support us and the content, and there's a couple of easy ways to do it. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime subscription. On our Twitch channel, you get a free one every month, so you just got to keep re-subscribing to us. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps us out as we grow. If you're tuning in on YouTube, you become a channel members, you get exclusive perks, loyalty badges. I think you still get the custom emojis, as well as some exclusive content and updates. As well as wherever you get your podcast, just leave us a rating. 5-star would be perfecto. It just helps the algorithm get us out there and people find us and grows the channel. We've also got a Discord, so if you aren't necessarily into anything Starfinder or D&D, why not? But you can head over to there. We've got different communities. We've got like Pokemon, we've got people who do like fan art of the show. Which seems to be dropping sort of every month. Someone
really cool.
Yeah, like literally,
cool.
I'm there at work and be like, oh, character artwork's dropped, and I'll just be there like, right,
Yeah.
she's put it out and go have a look at it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, massive.
But we really appreciate you guys and just being there, watching, tuning in, and yeah, watching us grow as the story takes off as well, as we've done over the 80 episodes.
We have, and like I'm happy to let you know, there are 2 story arcs left. That's it. So once this one completes, and I don't know how quick you're going to do them. It could be over in a flash, or it could be, I don't know if we'll make the 100 episodes, I don't know if we'll go past that, but
It's exciting, isn't it?
there could be, you know, not necessarily long left of this campaign in the grand scheme. Or it could be
I think
ages.
it'd be nice to get 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Just to get that.
I'm not going to
100.
force it.
No, of course
Just add
not.
a random beach episode.
I mean, why not?
Filler episodes.
And but it is, and as well with Discord, I had a really nice message from somebody the other day, and they come up with an idea, and I'm going to implement it, but I'm going to chat to people outside of here and stuff like that to get it done properly. But they were like, have you thought about doing a channel where people in the Discord can create an NPC, or the idea of an NPC
I love that.
that you can pull from?
That's really cool.
So like if you need an NPC, you can then throw them into a game. And I was like, I would like that. And I think something I'm going to do is basically go, don't make the stat block, just go, they're this personality, this is what they look like, they're this species, and they're sort of like the basics of what they would be. And then,
framework.
and then we can like pull from it as and when we need it. And I was like, that's really cool.
That's really
and
cool.
I like that.
Cool. Good.
Community.
Yeah, and it's one of the messages like, would that be like something interesting? I was like, it really is. So
cute.
I'm gonna implement that pretty soon. So if you want in on that, go join our Discord. Otherwise, are you announcing yet?
Not quite.
Cool.
But I have an announcement on behalf of Siobhan.
Hey!
In our Bloodpunk campaign on Thursdays. As we know, Siobhan has a very amazing crochet pattern store. She's under the Selkie Grotto, and her latest, to rival the Labubu, is Patch the Dice Goblin. He has many variants. He's got a little bag in which you can keep a handy D20 on you at all times. But Patch is going to be available from the 30th of July on selkiegrotto.etsy.com, and you can make your very own Patch the Dice Goblin to go on your bag.
Ridiculously
It's a
good.
bag charm, isn't it?
It is a bag charm, yeah. So I've got it on a little gay carabiner, ready to go. It is.
Why is it?
It's a sign of the lesbian.
Is it?
Yeah. It's our
I've
culture.
got so many
It's
carabiners.
our sign culture, but yeah.
I want to know like carabiners.
You might be a lesbian.
Maybe I am. Delish.
Definitely. Yeah, go Siobhan some love. I mean, I'm always got her things. This is another of her dice bags and the hammerhead shark. They're all available on her Etsy, and yeah, Patch is out very soon.
It's cool because she's doing something for me for this show, and I'm looking forward to showing just you guys what it is. It's very cool. Otherwise, apart from the UK Southwest Expo, which is at Helston this weekend, which Siobhan and I will both be at, so you can check out her patterns and check out all of our stuff. I think that's it for our announcements. So let's crack on with episode 80. After defeating the Sentinel Observer, a high-powered security construct, Orion's Hope meets the surviving security forces of the Aegis Ring. The highest-ranking soldier among them, Hyruzen, a security overseer. The crew convince them that they are friendly and inform the security forces that they are looking for the architect and the CEO of Dynatech Industries, Nimbus Dyne. But find out that paranoia and misinformation has been running rife throughout Keedal, and that the architect is the one who has put into effect this quasi-martial law, but he has gone silent since. The crew also learn that the paranoia around potential outsiders, especially Drow, coming into the tower is extraordinarily high, and 2 supposed Drow have already been captured in Underperch just 4 days ago. Kaz believes this to be Rag and Felena and instructs Hyruzen to take him to them. But instead, Hyruzen takes them to the control room and shows them live feed security camera footage of the Nexus labs above, where security robots have been instructed to keep scientists of that floor in lockdown until the architect decides who he can trust. And everyone is given the all clear. And then he shows them through the other cameras. It's like he has to flick through them to get to the holding cells of Keedal. And that is where we are starting in today's session. As you stand there in these, looking at these security cameras and having the screens flick through all of these images of the Nexus Labs and the Aegis Ring until they stop on holding cell 1 and 2 of this floor somewhere. The images of Felena and Rag, unarmored, sat in their representative cells, just left here helpless. We'll start today by handing out our hero points to the players. Hero points provided by Dungeon Tokens.
Yeah.
So, there's only 3 of us here today. There's James, Steph, and Jack. So I'm going to just hand those across.
Thank you.
So those ones, obviously, once more, can only be spent on yourself. Keep them to one side and away from any other cred sticks you may have. They're cool to look through. I love this like neon green yellow so much. Very cool. It's very like Dragon Ball Z when they're like,
it's
over 9,000! Nice. Good. But other than that, I hand over to you, the players. What would you like to do?
I think I'll sort of get closer to the screen that's showing, hopefully clearly, Felina and Rag. Just kind of like, Hyruzen, you need to take me to them now.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure they were who you thought they were. I didn't want you walking in there and it being anything.
I appreciate that, but yes, sooner the better.
I can take you to the cells, but I don't have access to them.
I'm sure we can work something else.
Who does have access to them?
The Warden Overseer was around here. I don't know where they are now.
Okay.
Should we do a quick body check? Have you got an image you can show us? Staff ID?
Yeah, they would.
And where was he last seen?
Have we got the data code? We just ring them.
Hello?
Mr. Warden Overseer.
You up?
Mr. Warden Overseer? Mr. Warden Overseer.
Nudes.
No, I meant noodles.
I said what I said.
Do that what you will.
Let's go with...
Space.
Val. It should be Val. And, they do send up a ping, but like you don't hear anything. if you guys want to, as a group, you can begin to like try and make perception checks to try and find this individual. It's obviously going to take some time. Do you want to split apart and do that? Do you want to go straight there and do anything? Like, how do you want to play this?
Do we want to do a whip around this area? Because we know there's a lot of bodies here.
Yeah, like the control room has less in here. Actually, I'll give you a description of the control room again, actually, to be clear. So the control room itself is a circular room in the centre of this obviously large section of Cread itself. It's at least 100 feet wide, this circular room. It has no windows, but the door that you came through, which is on the southernmost point of this circle, and one on the opposite side. The walls are lined with consoles. Some show readings of like various systems from throughout the city and the tower housing it. Again, you don't know what these are at first glance, but differing systems clearly are operational, where some flash red, some are just clearly like just working along, and some offer readings, energy levels to some unknown devices. On another section of the wall, there are a few screens that flicker with the images of different places within the tower, but that's actually where you would be now, is it showing you all this like surveillance footage, and that you would at least know that. And you, again, as like you saw those before, you see like people sat against like doors or like glass, and it's like glass-fronted rooms, very much like the holding cells, but like you can see they're in like lab coats and they've got like these big wings and stuff. Some of them are like peering out and looking down, and you'll see like a Terminator-class security robot walking up and down the corridors. You know these to be the Nexus labs, and this is where like the science division are being held, because that's what they've been told to do, like the security here. You can smell and hear the sound of a sparking console going off sort of towards the centre of the room. Clearly a destroyed terminal. Whether this is in the fight against the Sentinel Observer or not, you don't know. And then towards the southern door, which is the one you came through, between some of the workstations, there is, against the wall, like a hexagonal platform with a singular thin, almost like gear teeth, and you know that it's a platform that would like rise up. It's a small elevator of sorts, like maybe like 10-20 foot, and it goes to about 40 foot up until it hits an iris in the ceiling. That's the room that you're in.
How far away is the holding cells?
Yeah, and he'll like bring up like a small map, and you can see the one that you've got over here. So for you personally, you can see all of this, and you'll see the names of things, and each one of these has like several sets of like these bulkhead doors, and I think I described them being like, like the doors in Hoth on Star Wars. They're like that, but in like sandstone and stuff. So the holding cells are over here, I believe. So you should have the holding cells and armory.
Oh, so they're not out of this.
So no, this is the north. So this is the holding. This is the central zone here.
Sure.
You're not sure what these are, they're not on your level, and you know that some of these go off to different rooms. Then you've got things like the barracks, it will come up with a load of power levels here.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought it further away or like in the labs.
No, they're on this floor, they're literally across here. And like, he'll take you to like the southern door and he can like point, they're over here, but I don't have access to them.
As far as the warden is concerned, when was he last seen or where?
I believe he was in here when the alarm, the callback for all security personnel to come back to the Aegis ring went off, everybody started to panic and started heading out, and then the Sentinel Observer, which was from the R&D department, it just let loose.
Where would he usually be? Does he have his own quarters or anything like that?
Quarters, yes, in the barracks. His workstation is that one, and they point to a destroyed console.
Oh.
Maybe R&D then.
Maybe.
Yes.
Do you want to have a look? Maybe some look at R&D, some look at barracks. Cover both bases.
Yeah.
I would very much like to go look at R&D.
I too. And Sylph is like, I'll head over there with you.
Yeah.
I would like to know what this Sentinel, what its capabilities were, or if there's anything salvageable in there.
Well, tell you what, how about you and Sylph go to R&D?
Yes.
Roos, would you mind coming with me to holding cells? He might still be there, he might have locked himself in one.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can do that.
And I can have a look at barracks.
If you'd rather not be alone, you can come with one of us.
It's alright, I can look at some beds.
Just start pulling them out.
I don't think they have a Benson's for beds yet.
There's usually good swag in beds, I found.
Hyruzen kind of points to these other stricts that are there. There's 4 of the other ones. Assists. Sorry, I never got your name.
Hello, TJ Squeakson.
Please assist TJ here over at the barracks. Obviously, I know they are an outsider, but please, we don't know what's happening here, and they're not shooting at us. And you see, like, 2 of them are obviously in like these like dust-covered clothings that were clearly part of like sandfly teams. You imagine they were part of like the North teams that you didn't interact with. And they look very grizzled, and then the other 2, he's like, I want you to look around, try and find Val. We need to try and locate their clearance cards. And they nod and quickly go off and start like turning over bodies and kind of going through things. Who wants to go first? Obviously this will all be happening at the same time.
Yeah, you can go first. I'll go to R&D.
Okay. So you make your way over to research and developmentoni.
Tony? Didn't know Tony were here.
The door is open, and you can see that there is just like a litany of bodies. Just is that the right word? Of a litany of bodies.
It is now.
Yeah, if it's good enough to go in the book, let us know. Littered with bodies on the floor outside it. And you can see some of them again are like missing half of them. You can see it's just been like disintegrated away. Other ones are like withered. And you enter what is a large workshop, essentially. You can tell that there are these like hooks and chains that hang from the ceiling that would hold very heavy objects, and there are also like these rails, and there's where the hooks and chains hang from this big like lump of metal that you can tell runs along those rails so it can be moved. There's nothing on those hooks and chains, but it's a good like 30-40 foot square. And it was like thick, heavy chains, and like a good 8 of them. You see that there are engineers' tools. You know, it's kind of your bag really when it comes to stuff like that. That are all laid out over these like different workstations and desks around the room. Some of like this workstation have been like knocked over. Some of them clearly had like large lab batteries which are used for like testing power, and they've been like knocked over onto the floor. You can see these a few more bodies in here of lab technicians who are more like engineer, like mechanic scientists, and they're again in the same sort of state. Some of them have been like contorted, or they've been like thrown into the floor. Other ones are like withered away. Some of them have these like massive pierce marks through them, and you can see there are like other areas where there are like plates of metal, some on the wall, some on workbenches, and you can see that they are being like machine bent into shape whenever whatever was happening here. Very much in the same sort of colours and textures of the Sentinel Observer. There is an area that looks a bit more organised down at the far end that isn't clearly in like a separated section of the room. And you can see like different colours and auras kind of happening down there from whatever is like on the workbenches and stuff. And Sylph is like, well, it appears we found the home of this construct.
Yes, I think this is very much where Maker met their machine, and it didn't go very well.
What do you think was the point of it?
Just because they could sometimes is enough. Just because they can. But I can imagine, from what we see behind us, it could have been made to kill, and nothing else.
Yes, I think so too. I think maybe... I'm not sure if Kaz's friends had a part in it, or if it just went haywire on its own, but certainly is suspicious. Tell me what you're doing.
I would probably start as I'm like going along to. You said there was the more organised bit in a separate.
Yeah, it's actually like down to like one side of it. What did you throw there?
Starfinder badge.
Nice.
It's kind of
That's good.
big blade.
I was going to play it off, but it was too funny not to.
No, I'll just kind of have a look at like blueprints on the wall, kind of taking it in.
And there are definitely blueprints and stuff on the wall. You can actually make me an engineering check.
29.
29, okay. You can see that there is loads of blueprints for these, essentially, long arms, these like tentacle-like, very Doc Ock style, and you instantly recognise them as what you saw on the Sentinel Observer, and you see that they have this like lens in their hand, but they also have these like vice-like pincers at the end of them. You can see that there are etchings of magical runes on there as well, but I don't think you're trained in mysticism whatsoever. No.
But can I ask Sylph?
You
to
absolutely
come and have a look at that? Sylph, I can't read. Can you read it?
Don't be silly, you can read. I've seen what you've put together. You're very capable.
I read things that says
she's
I'm
a
a monster. I should be killed.
A lot of us are monsters in the eyes of others, but we are a collective. So they are trained in mysticism with a plus 16 on top of a 12 for a 28. The runes channel magical essence from a core, it seems, and she starts looking across, and like you see like the core blueprint of the body, and although you don't know where like these runes match up, she's like, this one connects to here and then connects to this. It appears it's holding some kind of spell ampule or spell components, and these runes are conduits, like ley lines for the magical capabilities that we saw of this creature. And then you see as well like all the power lines that are going through it, and you see like the engineering side of it. And this thing also has flight capability. You're not sure how much. You'd have to go and like investigate that area, and maybe where its servers and drivers are for flying, however it does that, or whatever motor it uses. But essentially these blueprints show you that it's a mix of magitech and technology.
I think knowing me, just and Pat, it's more so just kind of being like, and just taking like almost like pictures of the like blueprints just to kind of analyse later.
We should sell it. I think Lynch would like to see this, and she starts taking pictures as well. Then
my new Jenkins.
Where next?
I'm gonna head through the sort of where it was made, and then up to the.
Give me an engineering check as you head through, because you are passing a few things here.
22.
Okay, so you see all this plating, and you're not quite sure what the metal is, but it's something. Actually, we
figured that out last time.
Yeah, actually you did. Yeah, so with that, I think you know this is adamantine. You know that this kind of plating will give it like massive damage reduction. It's designed to take blasts, both physical, energy, and magical. It is absolutely incredible material. It is heavy as fuck, but it is. And it's one of those things where, like, you think, like, if we'd have known this before we'd fought it, or if we'd have seen this, then maybe we'd know about some of its capabilities. And I think that's kind of what you're getting in this room, is that you're like, yep, that checks. Yep, that lines up.
Yeah.
And then you start making your way over to this, like, extra workstation. You can already tell that there are, like, glowing crystals and stuff everywhere, and they match the colours of things that you saw, like the beams and it's like center eye and like those different energies it was giving off. And there are a couple of things that you notice. There is more kind of blueprints and more magical in nature, though, where you can see that somebody is writing down the equations, and I think you can probably ascertain that there is something to do with power ratios and stuff, but Sylph steps in. I will give her a check again. It's not as good, but again, everything lines up with what you already have. Well, these are spell gems, and she just picks them up. Powerful spell gems. I imagine. Yes, here we go. And as she goes through them, and I believe rules as written in Starfinder is as long as you're trained in mysticism, you can identify spell gems.
Nice.
Yeah, basically, you can just go all right, that's this one. It's basically, it's really awesome. I quite like that. All of the other stuff that they have rules for, this one they're I can train you.
It's fine.
All right, fair enough. There are 3 5th levels: Charm Monster, Death Store, and Deep Slumber.
Ooh.
I'm assuming Jack's writing those down in his little book.
My little book. Ooh, little book of cars.
And there were 3 4th levels.
What was the 3rd, 5th level? Sorry.
Deep Slumber.
Deep Slumber. That's. Thank you. Carry on.
Fear, Hold Monster, and Slow. And you can tell that they were using these as a way to. She realizes that she's they were using these as the basis for clearly its abilities. Whether these are things that they have to recharge in it, or we didn't see it using spell gems, so they obviously must have had a way to. And she starts going through all the things here, and you can see that its internal core has this way of basically extracting the spell and then using the crystals and the runes to be able to just cast it like it was a known spell. There is then another object, and you see it because I think you recognise that it's no qual.
Yes.
And again, you think back to the fight, and you think back to this ability of anti-magic and the properties of no qual. And there is a projector that is covered in runes, made of no qual, and then there is a lens in front of it. And Sylph will have to make a check. You can also make an engineering check.
Okay. Come on, better than a 1. 22.
22 and a 16 plus 12 Sylph. This is an anti-magic projector.
Ooh.
It requires a huge power source, which it has, and it will probably only work once outside of a device like the Sentinel Observer. It will emit a 150-foot cone of anti-magic for 1d4 rounds when activated. It is 1 bulk.
I was going to see if I could put it in, Bear's essentially got rails on her, so I was going to see if I could potentially strap that, and how much does adamantine weigh?
Lots.
Yeah, it's. I think it's heavier than no qual.
Thick 3 seat.
Cubic foot weighs around 400 to 500 pounds.
Ooh. It's like an adult male grey seal.
As a raw metal, 1 bulk of it is 625 credits. There is probably.
Just want some plating for Bear.
So, I mean, in here there is at least 25 bulk of it. But it's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
And I would say that you could happily take as much as you want of it, but you're carrying it. Unless you can, so there is, I need to actually create the item of the no qual emitter, or the anti-magic emitter, but if you just type in custom item
and put 1 bulk,
because I've got it written in my notes, I will know it.
Yes, I'll strap that to it and I'll just be like...
And add 1 bulk on.
Lucy.
Other than that, in this particular room...
Sinky.
Do you want a non-sync?
That is fine, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, you basically get those items, but I think if it had been done the other way around, what you realise is you'd have known the capabilities of this device if you hadn't taken the bait of chasing down Zara.
We always charge in first.
Yes, it does seem to be a common thing with your crew to charge in first. But And like as that conversation's happening, we fade out. Who do we go to next? Should we go to?
I'll go to the bedrooms.
Okay.
With my new friends.
They're not talkative. You're maybe like, I imagine you're just like, and then this, and then I'm over here, and I'm.
Yeah, exactly. And what are your names?
And then Jenkins.
Jenkins. And he was awful, but he didn't mean to be awful, but he was still awful. Anyway.
You have Krillin and Greto.
Krillin and Greto.
Krillin is the short, bald-head male, deeply mottled blue skin with these small, round eyes. And then Greto is this like female, very slender, very dainty, but you can tell she's quick, and she's got more blades than she does firearms. Very like sleek and armor, very neatly tucked in wings. Both wearing these like poncho kind of coverings that have like hoods. Again, caked in dust.
Yeah.
Please be respectful. And
of course. Don't worry.
They just have to press a button. There's no like locks on it or anything like that. It just the door opens and you go in, and in there is kind of not unlike the barracks you saw over on Kashoria. It's that, you know, unfortunately one barracks is like many other barracks, like it's just a set of beds and small cubbies and stuff. But you can tell that a lot of the ones, well, there aren't that many of them here. There's certainly not as many as there are of security forces. So you get the idea that maybe people either go back to the city or they stay somewhere else, and there's only maybe like 12 beds in this first room, and then there's like another room at the end of the room. There's like, it's just an open doorway that goes into something else. Yes, exactly.
Do you know where Val Kips?
Val was an overseer. He would have been in the overseer's quarters.
Makes sense to start there then.
And they lead you through. And it's kind of turned over in here, but not like anybody's had a scuffle. There's no bodies in here. Yeah. There's no signs of struggle. There's no blood patches that you can see. But people either left here in a hurry or weren't in here in the first place. Yeah. But then you think of like military people, and are they clean, are they tidy, is this just a different culture? You're not too sure. You move through and into the next room where there are only 4 beds, but they are separated into almost like office cubicles in a way, but there are these metal bulkhead walls that separate out a slightly larger space than the other 12 have got. They've got maybe like a 10 foot by 10 foot area where there is an individual bed. When I say bed, actually, it would be a bed, but there's also like a perch rail at the end of it. Just in case people fancy that instead. They would have a small locker next to their bed and a small... It'd be tucked... It's like a bedside table, it's like a cabinet like that's under where the mattress would be, so it's like a cubby hole instead. Yeah. And you can see that, like, again, part of it is stone, part of it is metal, and there are these like lamps and stuff that come out from the top. And yeah, you can see that maybe like 2 of these areas probably had somebody in them recently. Doesn't look like they left in a hurry, but not military made beds. Yeah.
And any ideas about which one was Val's, or are we looking at all of them?
And they just look at each other and they're sort of like, I'm not sure which one would be Val's. Okay. And like they start looking around. I mean, they'll make a perception check. We spend most of our time in the lower levels. A 3 and a 4 from both of those.
Alright, guess I'm looking for personal belongings then. Let's get in.
And you just give me a perception check. You just...
I'm respectfully looking through their belongings. Ting. 24.
24. Okay. So there are definitely 4 bunks. One of them has a set of clothing pretty much laid out on the bed, but it's kind of casual. It doesn't seem to be militaristic in nature. So maybe somebody was coming off duty. And you can tell that this bedspread is made, but then the locker is like open and like these clothes are out. There is marks on... What did you roll?
24.
Yeah, I think you would see like marks on like the stone floor where it's like a bit dusty, of like somebody turning very quickly. Okay. Like not quite like a scuffle, but like yeah, this person fucking ran.
Yeah.
The other 3 are somewhat well put together. You start the lockers aren't locked. You just start going through them, and 2 of them will have armor in there, and it's very much like what you've seen before. This the Strixien armor is. It's not the same one that Rag and very much they said a different word there. Rag and Belena wear. It is in fact. Where's my Talon Guard? 2 Secchiones. I think I would have had that open. You'd think. There we go, it's that one. Now I've got to wait for Hephaestus to open.
While we wait for Hephaestus, why don't you head over onto www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com and grab yourself some 3D goodies using our permanent code DOODSTARS for 15% off your order. Thanks, Warrior Prince 3D.
Thanks.
So. Okay, they are wearing. Defense Series Elite. Defiance Series Elite, sorry. There's a set of that armor in there. You see a name badge that would read. Chitlut.
Chitlut. Chitlut.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Oh, Chitlut. Chitlut.
Go on, Chitlut.
Chitlut.
No, Jack's got to do it.
He's DJ.
For that and other ad reads, go through the 80 episodes.
I think there'd be anything else in that particular one. I think there's probably like 2 standard batteries in there as well.
There it is.
Then there's just a Guardian Orb.
Just chilling.
There is not a Guardian Orb in there. No, there's not going to be much in that one there.
Oh.
You do move over to the next one and you start going through things and you see that first thing you see is a name tag that says Val.
Brilliant.
And there is armour in here.
Cool.
Same again. So they clearly weren't armoured whenever whatever happened. You don't find a data pad or anything like that. You probably find a small tactical knife.
Okay.
And a. They got. The question is, what would they have on them when they were where they were? I think it's just like some really casual clothes in there as well. There's no like personal belongings. There's no like pictures of family or anything. You think this is where people would have slept if they were on duty for a period of time, and I think that's the vibe that you get. But what you find is that there is no key card or anything like that in here.
Can I just, now I know this one is Val's, can I just make a point of kind of looking a little bit harder at this area, like kind of like checking under the mattress, under the pillow, like under the bed, like behind like nooks and crannies and things, just see if there's anything extra that where someone might hide something.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
It's thick. 19.
19. I'm going to go to Roll and Play Press.
Ooh. Use code Dragonborn10 for 10% off.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
We're watching you.
Always watching.
Brzezowski. Which one?
Oh, don't know why that unlocked the memory of me playing Monsters Inc. Bowling on the
That was
computer.
so good!
Which one was that?
Monsters Inc. Bowling. On the
I don't
PC.
remember.
Oh, the pixel rate was so bad.
It's like, you throw a ball, it's like 3 to 5 days. Great.
miss that era.
And then Goofy had a skating game.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what I got a real hankering for the other day is the skating bit in Spyro.
Yes.
It's a real, like, kind of like...
Spyro was great.
Bloody love Spyro.
Good game.
So none of that is really scratching my itch, unfortunately, as much as I would love to say that. I think that you would find like a small trinket, and I think it's something, it's cybernetic in nature.
Is it?
No.
Is it mains or battery?
I don't know, it's actually one. With a really short plug. That conversation we had?
Yeah.
Okay. I could go into the plug. I think what it is the start to.
You must have been really tense.
You fucking have to be. You lob one out near a power socket. Christ.
Can we put that in the book?
Yeah.
Wow.
Needs must, mate.
Clearly, if you're getting that close to the power socket.
Wow.
Jack.
Right?
It was a sweet, innocent.
There's nothing wrong with it, mate. There's nothing wrong with it.
You find
It's natural.
somebody working on an augmentation. It is echolocators reactive.
Oh. Interesting.
So I think I think strict trinkets would be them working on cybernetics and stuff like that. It's very within the lore of your people.
Quite apt, yes.
And I think that this is something they were working on. And it's pretty much ready to go. It just needs grafting on. They just obviously haven't got that. And it's probably like in a drawer, like on the underside of the mattress.
Yeah.
Right next to the dildo.
And the lube. And the bird seed.
Oh,
What?
A snack for once you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Birdseed!
For energy. That's good, people.
Post nut nuts.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life. Post-nut nuts. That was good.
Fucking
you.
hell.
That's,
Oh,
that could be an episode title right there.
Post nuts.
Yeah, I think that that's what you're going to find there because I like that search.
I will pocket that.
Yeah. As for the rest of it, they're like, they just kind of watch you sort of like search through things. I mean, are you just like, cool, in the pocket it goes?
Yeah, I've got a theory. I need to show this to the rest of my crew for theories.
That sounds like a bluff check.
You do, don't it?
It do.
Let's use this one. Ching.
Yeah.
Plus me expertise. So that is 34. 35. Because I always forget I've got an extra plus to that now.
They don't have sense motive. They cannot beat that. So I'm not even going to roll it. And they're like, okay, we'll have to let the overseer know, but...
Of course, now I completely understand. I'll sort of smooth down the bed and make sure I close the locker and be like, oh, look.
Yeah.
Good. And ping a message off. Barracks is clear.
I think as we come out of that, we then see you going over to the holding cells, and this will all be happening at the same time. And you can see that the door to this curved block of stone is open, and you can see this sort of like chamber ahead of you, maybe like 40 foot by 40 foot, almost like a rhomboid kind of shape. And there is a thick bulkhead security door on the right, and there is a smaller, maybe 20 by 20 foot door on the left. And you can see that there is a camera above you that points down, and you would have seen like one of the images that it would have flicked through would have been onto these two doors. I mean, you reached strict scene anyway. The one on the left literally says holding cells.
Right. Well, Bruce, just go through this one, I suppose. Is it just kind of like a wave your hand sort of thing, or like?
It's a press button, and it does open, and you can head on in. You can tell that maybe like the first door is like the biggest security, but it's open. So, yeah, whatever happened, it happened. You open the door.
The door.
And it's kind of bright for your eyes to begin with, where it goes from this like red and yellow stone everywhere to just like metals and whites, and it's very like clinical, and you're like, and Bruce is like, ah, shit, that's bright. And you get the sense, well, you see that like all the floors are this like ceramic and metal, and they are designed to, obviously they built this in so that people can't like dig through the stone or do whatever. Obviously this is made of like a high-end material, and you can see that there is, as you would enter, like metal blocks that create rooms ahead of you. The corridor instantly opens up left and right, and it's maybe like a 10-foot wide corridor that goes sort of like 60 foot either way. And there are these metal walls ahead of you, and they sort of like, it's almost like the room has these 4 blocks in it.
So you gotta walk through the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you.
Horizontally inverted.
Yeah, I'll show you, it's easier.
Oh, okay.
Bye, shit.
Why do we have a map?
I mean, he's not
I
wrong.
like the
Ian.
maps, but why?
Bless
Bless thee.
It's just, sometimes it's easier to show you with a map, and a back map doesn't always
Show me,
mean a
don't tell
back
me.
map. So,
Oh,
Map.
it's not fully practical. That's fine. We're okay.
Don't make him feel bad about his maps.
No,
Jack.
I love his
great
maps. I
maps.
love his maps.
using some low-key battle map.
But when he's got a fucking sentinel observer on
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
you know, all that, we know shit's going
Yeah, when like the full
It's
terrain
okay.
comes out.
Yeah, and I think this was great because like this was so perfect with what I
100%, yeah.
like already had. I was like, actually, no, this fits so much better. So you would sort of like enter here,
Yes.
and like the door is this 20-foot here. So I'll like mark that there and there. You Bruce kind of come in there.
It's like someone getting hurt in a video
You
game.
can't see these walls, but essentially as you look forward, you know that the corridor goes right and left, and then it goes around these blocks. The room is basically divided into 4, but then there is like a passageway around each one of those individual.
And you can't see into these 4
You
blocks.
cannot see into them. They are just solid metal, floor to ceiling. It's maybe 20 foot high, and you have no clue.
Sure.
And I don't think you've ever been in here.
Yeah, that's fine. Why is this so clinical, Bruce? Strange.
I mean, you can give me a.
I thought they'd just keep it dirty. Prisoners or something, I don't know.
Give me an engineering check, I guess. You could do engineering, you could do culture, you could also do.
Do culture, that's worked so well for you so far.
Oh, yeah. Massive
knowledge.
plus 5 to that. I'm not doing that. What was the other one? Engineering.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Hey!
Mwah. 33.
Nice. Was that a natty, was it?
No, but it was a
Close
lot.
enough.
It was the best he's ever rolled on this
That's
dice set, I
very
think.
true. That's right, we just needed time to bond. It's okay.
You get the sense that this room has been purposefully built. You think about the metals, you think about everything that you can see just instantly walking in and the bright lights to be, you know, abstract from everything else here.
So like intentionally jarring.
As well as intentionally drawing, it's probably also practical to have, like, the stone and the dirt that's here maybe isn't as strong as the alloy that's being used, so somebody could potentially, with enough time, dig through it, or if somebody snuck something in here. It's also probably, if this is holding cells, there's a lot of mechanical workings in here, and you can, you know, it's going to be easier to integrate that into essentially a stainless steel room.
I think Kaz is just thinking that because it's so used to like Dynatech's way of having the offices and
I mean,
labs.
it definitely has that.
It's like it feels experimental.
Yeah, and I think that you definitely get that, and you get the vibe as well of the Nexus Labs, because the Nexus Labs are also the same.
Sure.
It's very clinical, it's very clean and sterile. And then you think about like the Architect's Lab, again, it's the same thing. which is then like leads to the perch, which is then back to being stone, and like the floors above where there again it goes back to it. So this like section of Keydell in the next slabs is very much like it's how I imagine like the umbrella facility underneath the mansion in the movies, and it just turns into this like corporate, but it's because it's clinical and you can build it and you can do that, and you definitely get that vibe. It doesn't scream of Dynatech, I don't think.
No, he's not worried about Dynatech. It's just the whole vibe is like, are experiments going on here? Are they here to be going on to doing experiments on, or
is it holding for
for something other than holding?
Well,
okay.
It reminds me a lot of the defense team force. Again, a lot of metals, a lot of. I mean, seems like holding facility, or purposely built to hold people, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
nothing here. Let's turn back.
Come on, Bruce. Come on. You're smarter than this. Let's go forward.
Shit, you don't know me.
Smarter than this?
Am I?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you tell me where you want to go realistically.
I think just go into the middle. Just kind of like,
Stella!
can't see any doors or anything. That from where he was.
From where you are, definitely not down here.
Yeah.
So, if you're...
there I can't see any way other entrances.
No, they're just these corridors and these metal walls.
Yeah, so I think you would just go forward. Maybe before he gets to the middle, just have a little peek around the corners to see if there's anything loose, like as in people that escaped cells. Someone's just like kind of stuck here, but not in a cell.
Give me a perception check.
You said it.
Bruce will do the same.
Well.
What's happening, Trey?
Oh, they're recording. Shh.
A 26.
Bruce is a 19. You peer around these corners, and again, you've got this very clinical floor, very tidy. There's no dirt marks in here or anything. And you see that around to your right, you do see two doorways, 10 foot wide. They are just open. You've probably got line of sight here to see that there is it's like a plexi steel. It's like a transparent aluminium, I think is the actual name of the alloy. Of this bit just here, and you can't really make anything out in there. It's almost like it's frosted slightly on that side, and you can see these open ways here. And again, very halogen lights or fluorescent lighting. It's quite hard on the eyes. Reese looks the other way. He's like, I got two open entrance ways.
Same here. Right. Well. But definitely no other people in these corridors or anything.
You don't see anybody.
And dead bodies or just equipment that's been chucked to the ground.
No.
So yeah.
Clear.
Well.
I mean, do we just call out?
I don't know what else is in here. I think we need to keep it on the down low a little bit. I'm going to take the right and come to this one here.
To here,
the entrance of it.
Back you up.
Have a little peek inside.
Housekeeping.
Hello. Is anyone in there? Please help me.
Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, I deserve that. You're fair. That's fine. 25.
25, okay. So you peer around in here and you can see that these are relatively large cells. The two individual cells, they're relatively large. They have this frosted plexiglass in front of them, and then they have these clear doors just there. You don't see any personnel in them or any shadows moving or anything, but you definitely see there's bright lights, illuminating.
And you said the walls of these two closed sections are frosted over.
Yes. So essentially, looking at them, either side of the doors is kind of bathroom window frosted.
Sure.
Is the only way to describe that. But then the actual doorways themselves are clear. Almost like you don't want to give prisoners a look out, but you also want to be able to see shadows moving and stuff like that. Okay. You're not sure if that changes with the terminal that you see at the other end of this room on the back wall.
Okay. Can I want to check the rooms anyway. Just to go into this holding block bit.
Yeah.
And peek through the clear doors.
Yeah.
And make sure it is clear.
So you peer through this one on the right, and you actually see two crates in there. towards the back of the room. And you see the terminal. You peer through the other one. Seems clear. Bruce is like, "What you got?"
Got some crates in here. Maybe it's more than just prisoners. Maybe storage things. Could be worth a look.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Alright. Can I access that terminal? See if I can get the door to the crates open.
okay. So you see the terminal, and you can see that it is obviously meant to be for these two particular cells. There is clearly access cards or stuff required, but it doesn't mean you can't necessarily hack in. Give me a perception check just on having looked through that door, please.
Yeah.
38.
Okay, so one of the crates is like completely closed. The other one, its top is to one side, and you can see like a shoulder plate of a piece of armor that's massive, just like poking out of it where they couldn't get the lid on it.
Amazing.
You recognise that to be Rag's armor, dude. Like, there is no getting around that. Like, this is their gear.
Okay, cool. Well, at least we know where his gear is.
You imagine the other crate might be more of his, or it could be Felena's.
It is, yeah. And there's nothing in this other room.
Look, completely empty.
Alright. Can I try and get it open?
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to try and hack into the terminal, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's make it a good old computers check, please.
22.
22.
What Wi-Fi is that one?
So I need to bring up my computer thing for this particular one. Okay. What did you roll on your perception check, by the way?
38.
Oh, okay. The other thing that's in there that's very important on that level of check, there are these like tiny little holes all throughout the floor of each of the cells.
Ventilator or something. Or...
Maybe, yeah.
throw some gas in there.
Well, you start going into it, and you instantly, it just locks up,
Or vaporizes it.
and you. Roos is like, Kaz, I don't know what you did there, but and you just watch as gas starts filling that room.
Okay.
Can you roll me a d4, please?
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ. 2.
And you see for like 12 seconds, gas just filling that room.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Shit.
Then you think about the metal floors, and you think about the construction here. That must be a fail-safe for somebody either trying to break out or break in to purge the cell.
Sure. Okay. Just touching what I've got on me. I can make. Okay. I think. Roos, would you mind giving that door a smash? If we can get the gas out of here, it will at least burn up.
Shit, yeah. He doesn't need to be asked twice. He will make an attack roll against the glass.
Oh my god.
Bonk. Bonk.
If it bonks, we're out.
There is all the numbers.
Give it a good bonking.
Okay, Roos.
Put a bonk on it.
You can count on Roos for a bonk.
So Roos only rolls 5 on the dice for a total of plus 12 for a 17. Definitely hits against the non-moving door. He gets to roll some damage. He rolls 2d6 plus 18. 6. Not out of the trade. 6.
30 points.
Okay. He's just like, fuck yeah! And just like smashes into it. It has a hardness that takes away some of that one. And he puts like a big crack like across this transparent aluminium. But doesn't go through.
Okay.
It's like, do you want me to go again?
Yep, and at the same time, I'll create my sword and then go for my own attack on it as well.
So you go for an attack first. Almost as if we were in rounds.
Too much shit in my team. 26 to hit.
Hits.
13 points.
It has a hardness. You definitely don't hit as hard as Roos, and like
That's fine.
Maybe it takes like a little chip off the same crack.
Something better than nothing.
Same again.
Yeah, go on.
Okay,
go
Roos
on,
make
give
an
it a
attack.
roll. Give it a roll.
No. Yep, hits. He will roll some damage. 6.
Nice, come on.
6.
Yay!
It's my boy.
Fucking maxing it out here.
Nice.
That's another 26 points of damage, and Roos just like smashes it with the top of his sword. At the same time, the gas instantly stops to disperse out of the room. I do need to make a fortitude save, please, as it enters the chamber.
It's like you could put your environmental protections on.
Both of them didn't think about it.
Nope.
It's fine. Fortitude. Okay. 22.
So you will take half damage.
Half 8d12.
Plus 40.
Roos also passes and will take half. Uh, 19, 24, 30, 3, 35. No, 35.
Hey, look at the health there.
I'm alright, to be fair, not too bad.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 48, 22. 53 points of poison damage, halved to 26 for both of you.
I'm all good.
But then it kind of like disperses in the rest of the room, and you can tell it's like concentrated into these rooms, and you shatter it, and it goes away. But half the amount. I said 26, didn't actually need to write that down for Roos.
I think I'll put a hand on Roos's shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm not doing that again.
Holding cell 8.
Well. Strix, you got me again.
Well.
She starts lighting up a cigarette as the gas goes up.
The mean streets of Keeda.
Maybe we put on those environmental protecciones.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Imagine Roos being like, "You fart."
Yeah, you probably say that. He took 26 poison damage.
I thought he was going to go and just burn everything that's in it. Rather than just...
It was going for 2
Because
rounds.
it's equipment,
But
just
it's-
noxious gas isn't going to do much to equipment.
But it's still going to be. It's not like getting sucked out of the
No.
thing. It's in the atmosphere.
Yeah. But you'd think you'd do that to,
Just so you're aware, Roos is on
Living
25 HP.
Was or is?
Is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like,
You're just on the ground.
No.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Just gonna write that down.
Tell you what, Bruce, I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to stay away.
That's a book of
Well, if we
from
need
Doom.
to, then obviously I'm happy to.
No, I get it, but it's...
Not how I would choose to go.
I did a stupid. My mind's not quite straight out.
But the cell is now open. And, that was 10d10 poison damage, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Oh no.
And the plexiglass is like shattered across the floor. The smell of like sulfur and stuff is still strong, but it's definitely like cleared out.
Can I just double check the other crate is closed?
Yep.
And just have a little peek in it to see if it is Flea's gear.
You open it. Absolutely 100% is. You don't see many weapons in either of them, but you think that's because nanites.
Cool. Do the
No,
crates look like they're hard to sort of drag along the floor?
you could drag those along.
I think they'd like to drag them out to the open corridor.
Yeah. You guys going out to here?
Yeah. Alright, let's find these guys.
Where next?
Straight to this room.
You would see a terminal down here.
Not touching it.
Coming into this section here, you can see that it creates another crossroad intersection inside this small room. You can tell there are 4 smaller cells, 10 foot by 15 foot, in each of the corner. And again, from where you are, you just see the frosted, transparent aluminium.
Do I see the sort of shadowy sort of figures behind the frosted glass?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Not great. 26.
You see no shadows. I'll give Bruce a check. He's got pretty good perception. He's like plus 12 or something. Plus 9. 24. So, yeah, you guys don't see any shadows or movement about or anything like that. And it's like really quiet in here as well. Like the noise that you made is the only noise that you've heard.
Well, nothing in here. Let's go to another one.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to that. The other one that's similar to this. Yes.
Yep. Again, you step up to the entranceway over here. You see another terminal on the far side over here. Give me a perception check as you get to that corridor there.
Come on, my boy. You've lost faith.
I did not lose faith. I gave you a journey. What did you give me? Pain. 20. Natural.
Oh, smutty. Smuttiest of
hard to tell, I think, and like maybe like you're still like wiping like gas out of your eyes and stuff, and like
Epitome of human technology.
Can I just like knock on the side of the frosted glass, try and make noise in here?
housekeeping.
Good evening. No,
Jesus
Kaz
Christ.
did not say that.
Oi, oi. It's Kaz.
Always have a look.
Anyone in here?
okay, you call out and you knock.
Yeah. Dum, dum, dum.
Sentiments.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I'll give you a perception check on that.
Come on, believe. Believe.
You can do it, Jack.
And make sweet love to you. 25.
So 2 things happen here. You call out and you just get the sense that your voice doesn't carry as far as it should. And you knock and it's like, oh, that's also not going as loud as I would expect it to go. But then you see a shadow move.
In the cell that I knocked on?
Yes. Over on the far, like maybe like through this like the light bending or refracting through the frosted glass, you're not too sure. But you definitely see something shift across on the other wall.
I would like to go around near the doorways. The doorway to that cell that has
To
a
here?
shadow moving.
Or to here. In fact, actually, I'm going to tell you, as soon as you get to
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
these 2 walls are completely clear.
Oh.
And then you think about, like, well, the first thing you see for a start is that shifted and now sat upright is Rag in that cell there.
Yeah.
And sat in this one just here, in almost meditative state, who hasn't changed their movement or anything. It's Felena, but like you see that like Rag's like sat up and like has clearly noticed the shadow, and then you come around the corner and he's like and like you just see him like smiling and he's like waving and he's just like pointing at you and you can see him like mouthing something but you cannot hear it back.
Love that man.
And he's like, he seems like just like shouting across to like Felena, who's just like
hear you at all. Shut the fuck up.
and he's just like, you can see him screaming like, what? But like, there's no noise. Nods.
Good on you, mate.
And I think
Get on, boy.
once you kind of like break some of the light, you see like Felena's head come up, and then her eyes slowly open and like lock with yours. Yeah. There's just this moment where
I think I sort of like crouch down by the sort of glass.
Take a
clear
shit.
wall. Take a shit.
Turn the gas on.
You didn't text me back.
Left me on red.
We're done.
Holds up a data pad.
It's not me, it's you.
Oh no, wait, it is you.
Oh, what's like the Taylor Swift music video? Like holding the things up for the window. It's you.
I sort of like crouch down slightly, kind of like right next to the wall, sort of smile at Felina, and just kind of put my hand on the glass.
Give me a perception check.
Oh god. Lost an arm or something. Good time, thank you. Good time.
Good time.
37.
Yeah, you can see they're both banged up. They have like.
Both banging.
They probably don't have like, they're not probably as swollen anymore. They're like black eyes and kind of like cuts to their faces and stuff like that. And she kind of like moves across the room and smiles at you, and she'll put her hand against the glass as well.
I think I'll like hang there for a moment, and then sort of look down to his data pad and type something in so he can sort of show it as to say words to Felina.
What?
How you holding up?
She like gestures to the cell,
What that find?
and she like smiles, and you see that like it's not like a it's not like a, it's more like, you know, you're showing kindness before you're showing anything else, and I think that brings about this kind of like almost like teary-eyed nature for a split second for her. Rag's like,
What's going on?
Bruce is like,
Bruce is
"Alright."
doing the same in the background. Chicken like.
Rag still doesn't quite get the concept and is like trying to talk through the glass.
I think around the data pad. Do you know if there's anyone else that's being held here?
And she shakes her head, and she's sort of like, it's not like a shrug, but she's like, she like points to Rag and then points to herself, and she's like,
Seen the warden? Question mark.
and she would actually give you military signs. She's like, she would do something like speed, and then like when. It's like the closest, like usually it'd be like quick, let's go.
Yeah.
But she was like, she goes and gives you quick, let's go with like this hand signal.
Went somewhere really fast. I went up.
Maybe you can interpret that as you will.
Or just, yeah, something happened and warden rushed off, kind of thing.
You interpret that as you wish.
Okay.
She gets shirty real quick.
You what, mate?
She's like points to you and then starts typing on her imaginary data pad.
I'm thinking.
Looks at Roosh like,
Something
guy. Fucking guy.
Something happened. Warden ran off.
She gives you a nod.
I'll try.
She like gestures to the door.
I'll try and find a way out for you.
And she like gives you like the slow thank you nod.
I'll try and do it the proper way because something went wrong earlier.
Don't terrify them.
You know you, and you know me.
Jesus Christ.
So
No wonder Kaz is single.
glad you're okay. I'll be back as soon as I can.
She just kind of smiles and nods.
I'll turn around to Rag and just be like, 1 minute. Be gone.
They like it's a big thumbs up.
Okay. Can I just have a look at these other two cells that are in here? See if there's anyone in it.
Absolutely clear. They the ones are frosted up to the doors, and you get the sense that basically, like, if they are occupied, they seem to unfrost like the whole front panel so they can see fully into the cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pop into his last room and just see what's in there.
Yeah. Again, frosted cells.
I'll get up to the doorways and
Both of them empty.
what are they, Rose? Fucking hell.
It seems that maybe you don't really have too much of a crime situation or too many people in prison. I guess that's good.
Don't cry.
Yes and no, I suppose. Fair enough, okay. Well, Bruce, we need to go find the warden. Can't be fucking around these terminals any longer.
Yeah, I think at this point, this is where like everyone
Yeah.
starts to congregate
Cool,
back
I'll
out
come back.
in the main thing, and you can like relay all of that information to each other and do as you will. But the other guys come back as well, and they're carrying essentially half a body, which is like just like hips upwards.
Oh.
No, sorry, hips downwards.
Those calves, though.
Never skipped leg day.
And that would be
Skipped arm day, though.
Skipped torso day.
Body day.
that'd be the technician Keaton and Harusan, who are like,
Oh dear.
I think we found him.
Oh dear.
And they like hand you like half of a key card.
Oh, shit.
And it's just, you can see the word Val on it, but it's just like sliced in half from the disintegration ray.
We might be hacking.
So you couldn't find the other half?
No. And like you can see like the top half of the body, it's not like innards have fallen out, and it's like, you know, it looks like it's just.
Isn't that like cauterized?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you think about,
Yeah. Oh dear.
did you find your friends?
Yes, they seem to be okay. We just need to find a way out for them from the cells. I
Tried
to
just
open it.
breaking the door?
It could work, but that would probably initiate the countdown, much like we've just found out.
I've got a claw. He just pulls out the auto claw.
I mean, Pez, can you do the thing where you like hack into the computers real good?
Yes.
Pez,
I
try?
think if we can all get on that,
Yeah?
then we should be able to. But doing the one that I fucked up, do I know like what kind of tier the computer it was? Like, you don't have to give me an exact number, but is it like
On a scale of
this is some
1 to
high end, this is some high end shit,
It's.
or is it like it's good, it's good?
Like, you've definitely seen higher,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm just going to check what tier it is, just so I've got that right.
Mid-level computer, let's say.
I think that's a very fair assumption.
Teamwork, and I mean, I assume you said that with all the gas that you saw, that you guys had your environmental protections on, right?
What's that?
This button.
TJ adds to his list of things to put in rules for the ship. Make sure your environmental protections are on in unknown situations.
Look, we were a bit flustered, and especially myself. I can't
Just thinking about that ass. Don't worry, Cass, been there.
I wish I had something to say to you, TJ.
Because you know it's
I
true.
mean, yeah, I guess he works out.
just pointing at half the torso. That
All together?
Yes.
Nothing can stop the power of friendship.
Okay.
Except powerful
Pez.
gas.
Right.
How many am I on?
7.
Okay.
Let's get them out.
Let's do it.
Boom, 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 boom.
You guys
Appreciate the
reservoir
theme tune.
dogs.
Back to 6.
Yeah, you guys make your way back in. Are you all like? I mean, 3 of you can get around this terminal. Essentially, you tell me like, who's doing what?
Pez leading the charge?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 2 of us helping?
Automatically helpful.
Yes, automatically.
So, only 3 of you can get around this terminal.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Okay, so Reese will
Can you
stand.
help from a distance?
And
Just
I'm only
kind of
little.
like
Sylph's got that.
directing rather
I
than.
can't remember if Sylph's got it. Is that-
Empathetic support.
That's the badger.
Let's see.
I've also got System Guru, which
How do you
is if I'm trying to hack a system and the target's computer tier is no higher than half my level, I can roll twice and take a higher result.
So
We're gonna sway!
tier 4 and below.
It is higher than tier 4.
Ooh! That's alright.
At least you know.
Yeah.
At least we know.
We're
Will
helping
make any
you.
difference?
I will tell you now it's a tier 6.
Okay. It's alright.
I actually didn't.
Is that up for +5 for every tier? Isn't it something like that? Top of the 10. I don't know how computers work.
I know we tried a 5 and I had to roll like high.
That was really high. That one. That was crazy high. I think that was the top tier. That was like a 10.
Yeah,
I think
that was like a really, really big one, wasn't it?
I think it's like
That was one of the top of Dynatech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the highest DC in the game because it's a Dynatech computer at the top.
Yeah.
And like to the fact that the stewards are still working on that, as far as you're aware.
29.
Actually too bad.
So I just need to roll with 10.
And then you've got help as well.
Yeah.
And then if I vid game like plug in, it's -5.
There you go.
Yeah. Pretty much nailed it.
Yeah.
Sylph will do.
Unless there's other things we
It
don't know
lasts
about.
for 1 round per level. It's ranged touch. She can get in behind you.
Yeah.
Are you having Roos in here as well?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well,
So
get the whole crew in here.
they will get to the back of you. There will be empathetic support, which I will mark spell swap for Sylph in a weird bit.
Just a little bit.
Just gives us the best chance
Yes.
Wait,
not to
no.
kill your.
Everyone put your protections on, please.
Ignore me, you said tier 6, right?
Yeah.
37.
37. But last year.
Not guaranteed, but still.
Yeah, I remember it being higher.
Put your protections on.
Yes, mine's still on from the mistake I made.
You'll never make it again.
I'm going
try
to
it.
data jack accelerating. So you just see me kind of like pull this like USB cord out the back of my neck again and try and find somewhere to
Yeah,
plug
there
it in.
is terminals.
Yeah, and you just see Pez kind of just almost like plug in. You just kind of see his body just go kind of limp with his eyes kind of like flicker like TVs that you can see.
That's cool. I like that.
Kids these days.
You tell me what that does.
Like a USB-X cable or something like that.
Cybernetic access to different types of computer and digital storage media. Any handheld computer can be inserted into any port, while large systems need to be connected by an adapter cable. Having the system connected directly to my nervous system. Operating it as a skill. I get a +1 circumstance bonus, but because it's accelerated, it's +2.
Woo!
So you know, +2 on top of your computers as it is.
Yeah.
So you're making the check, yeah?
Yes.
You'll get empathetic support as Sylph reaches out, puts this like card on you. It's like, there, this should help you, and it just like glitches into the back of your head. She launches it and takes your head off. They're all monsters.
It's nearly headless Pez. Nearly headless.
I can be nearly headless.
Bruce just pulls out a sword like this.
So empathetic support,
So that's
aid from yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 2, 4, 6 on top of this.
Come on!
Come on, shake your tail thing. So that's a 12, so that's 32 flat +6.
30p.
I'm just going to roll it in case it's a nat 20. Nah.
So you gain a modicum of access. You don't gain root access, but you certainly have the option here to unlock a cell.
Yay!
A cell or cells?
A cell.
Who do you like more?
You will have to make a second check for the other one.
Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Filling it.
Okay.
That's a good choice. Well done.
I'll open
She'll
one
like
and
that.
then I'll just be like,
So
do you want me to try again?
you open, and Felena, you hear the difference in sound, and you see Felena like steps forwards. Obviously, she's like sort of around the corner, and she's like, "Thank you. Are you able to get Rag out as well?"
We're going to try, maybe it's going to take a little bit more work.
Got nothing to support.
Roos isn't helping, is he? He's just going to...
They can't get to the
That's
table to
fine.
get in there to help you.
Can we have Roos being ready to take down that door?
Yeah.
Oh, right. They would have put 2 and 2 together there. That's why they haven't tried to break out. They're like, yeah. Be aware that whatever's going to come out of here is going to be quite toxic.
Do you want to
Trust me, we know.
make a move out of this? We've got our protections on. If you want to get out of the way, just in case, Lady Felena.
I can make an enviro mask for you.
Yeah, do that. Put it on.
What is it, actually?
Like when you look into her eyes when you put it on. And just
Nice
like
and
tuck her hair
slowly.
behind.
Not to touch.
Just tuck her hair behind her ear while you do it.
Just your hand, Grace.
She actually will take you up on that 'cause it's not one of the forms she's taken. She's like, smiles, always there to save the day. Because you put your hand over her mouth and just sleep now.
I was going to say something, but maybe not on camera.
No.
You smash her head against the wall. Horrid man.
Horrid. I'll just sort of create this enviro mask sort of over her face.
How does that last?
1 hour.
Cool. She's like,
I think that I like sort of stroke her cheek at the same time as doing it, and that's like as I do so, it kind of creates the nanos along her face.
Simba.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, don't be scared, you gotta kiss the girl.
We really have to focus here, though.
Kiss districts. Trademarks, Disney will go after us.
Would Sylph spend another spell slot to do empathetic support again? They have 3 left.
I feel like Strix, Sylph probably would know how.
Yep.
She likes pears.
Works for me. She does the same thing again.
We're helping.
We are.
Yep. So you get
+6 to
you get the +6 again, and you can roll twice, take the highest.
Alt, delete, open
So I'm
task.
going to double check if it's roll twice, take the highest, or if it's roll twice and you have to take the second.
Hope it's taking the second.
Well, it's either going to be highest or take the second.
And use the higher result.
Okay. 13, so it was higher than last time.
Cool.
39.
39. And again, you are able to unlock this particular door, and it opens up. And he's like halfway through saying, he's like, I wonder when you were going to get to me. Like, what's like,
Close.
and yeah, you are absolutely able to free the mode. And I think with that, we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the other side. Until then, take it easy.
I come
You're
here
right,
and
there was no sound. I had it on mute.
everyone's fucking live. What the fuck is this?
Hi, we're back. Part 2. Realised I had it on mute.
Oh, dude, cool.
Not the whole first part of the episode, but
That's good.
so, don't worry, nobody missed anything. We were just saying hi to each other as we come back in off break. Obviously, you guys have been through the ringer here in Keydal so far. It's been like one thing into another, into another, into another. Huge combats, deceptions, mystery, paranoia rife, and eventually you end up in the security district, the Aegis Ring, and all hell's broken loose, and this Sentinel Observer, the security robot that they've built, has turned against them, killed countless numbers of, I say countless, killed the majority of a small defense force that is here, leaving only a few that managed to get back on the recall. You guys defeat it, and you've been chasing down your previous team, especially with Zara, who you thought was there and turned out to be a hologram from a drone. And then you find these survivors, and they're like, okay, so you're not a drow, but we've been told to look out for like outsiders and drown. We've got 2 that we captured the other day. It's Felina and Rack, who you've been messaging, haven't been getting a response from, and you find them in these holding cells and go in and find their gear first, try and break it out and set off a gas trap. So know to be more careful, which I think is worked out very well for you, that one, because if you'd have gone the other way, it could have been very bad.
Indeed.
10d10 poison damage.
Yep.
Fort save's only an 18 on it.
If you save, it's okay. It's not too bad. But if you don't, it's not good. No.
3.6 Wonken.
What?
3.6 Wonken. Not great, not terrible.
Oh.
Shallow.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Really good thing to go. Didn't turn out so bad.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Little nod there and there. But eventually, you get into here, and you, as a team, manage to hack into it, and you can only do 1 cell at a time, but you do get these cells open without setting off the countermeasures. And you're reunited with Felina and Rag. And I think in this moment, like, Felena's just making sure that, like, Rad gets out safely, and as, like, his cell opens, the sound comes back. He's like, it took you long enough. And you can, it's crowded in the section that you're in, but I hand over to you, the players, as...
Shall we move into a more optimal space for huggings?
Yes, it's a little bit tight in here.
Oh dear.
So...
Is it now? Let's go, let's get out of there.
Yeah, and you guys make your way into, like, either the intersection or into another part. Do you stay in here? Do you, like, go into another...
I think we can just come out of this hole and put in. I think on the way out of this little block.
Yeah.
We found your gear, Felina and Rag. It's just over there. It's probably best that you get suited up.
And, like, Rag just, like, storms over to it. He's like, oh, they messed you all up! And, like, he's, like, pulling it out, and, like, you see, like a pauldron's, like, hanging up. So, he, like, starts, like, putting it on, and it's going to take, like, 10 minutes to don armor in this instance and everything. Yeah, I know they thought we were drow, but we were unconscious when we were brought into this bit. So I'm glad it wasn't far. And you see it, like, starting to put, like, her armor on and stuff like that.
How long were you here in Kedo before you were taken to here?
Not long. We got... And you see, like, there's, like, a sad look on her face. We came back. As soon as we landed on the perch, Zara was all over us, wanting to know where we were, why we took off, and she was right, it was out of character for both of us. And we told her we had some news and that we should talk, and she pressed us for more, and we said it had something to do with you. She seemed taken aback. Asked her to go get Zek, and we said we'd meet them by your grave later that night. And that we should talk about what happened the day we lost you, and if there was a chance they thought you were still alive. Anywhere, somewhere. She agreed, and sure enough, later that night we went to your grave. But it wasn't just Zek and Zara. They brought him.
To my grave?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No, but he wanted to know where we had been and what we'd been doing.
Sure.
So we confronted him. Asked him if he knew you were alive, who was on the ground, who was in the ground. And I imagine, like, if we're seeing this as a flashback, you see, like, Felina take the gravestone marker and, like, throw it at his feet, like this marker that says, here lies Kazumbra. And, like, you, like, see her, like, pointing and being like, who's that in there? We asked if he was connected to Dynatech and what that meant for Keedal and us. And that was that. He instructed Zek and Zara to take us. We fought and we tried to get away, but they overwhelmed us very quickly. And we were still recovering from our escapades with you all. And Zek and Zara, well, they just went full on.
Were they at all apprehensive about taking you?
No. They
did it on command.
On command. As we should. Rag managed to hold them off so I could get away to where I said I'd meet you. At least I could maybe leave something for you. And again, if we were, like, seeing a flashback, I imagine as the audience we'd see, like, the scuffles in, like, the sand, and, like, Felina grabbed the marker that she threw at the feet of the architect that says here lies Kazumbra and take on. And, like, we'd see her, like, we'd see her, like, flying through the air while also, like, carving something into the back of this stone with a knife. I managed to get there with moments to spare, and attached one of the old pulse beacons to it and just threw it in the water, and they got there straight after me, and Zek and Zara just pummeled me down. I was in and out of consciousness for a few minutes when the architect got there.
Okay.
After that, I think I remember him saying, take us and tell the wardens that we found Drow trying to infiltrate, which is why I know that they think we're Drow. He said something about Keydel being a problem now, and that he needed time to prepare. I remember him instructing Zek and Zora to return to him on the perch with the Sun Council, but also to prepare themselves for Skydock. I remember trying to type out whatever I could send to you, but I think one of them must have seen me moving, and the last thing I remember was hitting send to you. And again, I think if we were seeing like a flashback as viewers, we'd see like a beat up Flelena, arms like under her body, like quietly tapping, as like blurred images in the background, somebody's like giving instructions. And then you see like, as she hits send, like a set of armoured legs come into focus and just like press down on the back of her head, and you just see like her head smash into a rock and everything goes like dark. Next thing I know, I woke up here, Rag smiling at me, thumping headache. He must be doing something that's taking this to a whole other level.
You mentioned Skydock. Did he have a premeditated plan for that?
I don't know. All I remember is that in that moment he said for them to bring him the Sun Council, Zek and Zara, and then to prepare themselves to go to Skydock.
So that's probably where they are now. Still.
Maybe, but I mean, it's the only legal way on and off the planet. And if you're on the planet, did you come through Skydock?
We tried to do it first, but then things started kicking off, so
A bit of a
we made our own way down.
Post it.
Yeah, we did best it.
Traffic jam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of just don't come down. It's attacks on Skydock. Gotta hold you there. We made a break for it.
Attacks on Skydock. The tether.
Yeah.
Yep.
That will be Zek and Zara.
Two.
One after the other.
Yep.
Get it up and running. Go again. Sabotage. It's well within our training.
Of course.
Yep.
What's happened since then? When was this?
Would you like to watch a handy propaganda film to fill you in?
About 2 days ago. We've slept since then.
It's hard to, and it's like as you're like leaving, saying it's hard to tell time in here.
Of course.
And I assume you start showing.
Answer. So your Sun Council has been brutally murdered. What's next? Here's a handy infographic about what's happened in Keydel in the last 48 hours. And it'll show the worm and the explosives and the dead Sun Council and there's like a little snippet of the Sentinel Beholder being like, "Ee," and then gone. Yeah. The highlights.
They watch that and like Rag's like, "Oh, you took all that werewolf by yourself. That's amazing!" And she just looks at you and she's like, "You idiot! They're slowing you down. Why are you wasting time here?"
It's fine.
And like it's the first time she's like, "Because these are all of our tactics. This is subversion. This is sabotage. Whatever is happening, they are trying to slow you down."
Forgive me for wanting getting you out first.
And there is like a beat where like whatever they are doing, they must have needed time.
I
And
agree.
you feel it before you hear it. The entire floor, the room shakes like a seismic event. Dust starts to fall from the ceiling. The other Strix out here are like, and you see Horizon's like, "Oh god, what now?" And like they're on edge with these two coming out, but like you can see he's holding them off, and then like the bass sound reverberates through the building, and it is deafening. You can all make a engineering check.
Fuck yeah.
He said rocket ship. Oh, sick!
Okay, I'm spending a hero point just because.
Hey, matchy!
Hero point in from James.
Yeah, boy!
Cool.
Got double natties over here.
2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s.
Right on.
I got a natty but a 1. That's why I spent the Cread stick. I was like, eh.
So
All
Talbot
natural,
has.
baby!
35.
23.
37.
Okay, for you two, that is a huge seismic explosion.
Explosion.
Something has detonated. It's bigger than whatever took out the doorway that collapsed on you, that you had the choice to go either side of with the central beholder. It's bigger than the ones that you had in the water pump rooms. This is on a huge magnitude, and the entirety of Keedel shakes.
Bring it down the tower. We need to go up. We need to go up now.
Can I just make a sort of perception check kind of thing to sort of... An explosion of this kind, yes, the tower is massive. Is the explosion here, or is it we're just feeling the aftershock of somewhere else?
Okay, give me a perception check. I will give Rag definitely gets one. He's an explosive expert. So just for later. Rag is this dice, by the way. So I rolled 2 and like didn't declare it in my head.
It's a 34.
They're going to do perception or engineering. They'll do perception for Felena. Rag will do. Rag will do perception as well.
Sweet boy.
Plus 19 on both of those. 34 and 30. What did you get?
34.
The explosion came somewhere up. You get the sense that the tower shook from the top and like something exploded, something massive. You think if it was like at the base of the structure, there'd be more seismic activity. This is like, yeah, you can tell it's upwards somewhere. And they look at each other and they look at each other and look at you and they're like,
Up.
Up we go then.
And like you start like running out of here, and like Felena's like turns to her ruse and she's like, I know you don't know who I am, but I am a Strix and I am here. I will help. We are here to help. Go down to the city and make sure the people are okay. The best way up will be through the artillery batteries. And she starts running into the control room.
I will swiftly follow, for sure.
Yeah. And like, kind of like as you're running, she's just like, okay, so what's the plan?
Well, we need to make our way up and just find the source of the explosion. What the fuck is going on? It's as simple as that, I think.
Okay. And
There's like an elevator in the control room.
there is, yes.
While we're doing that, can I go past the armory and see if there's any, like, essentially, like, health kits or anything like that?
You want to quickly nip into the armory on the other side?
Yes, because I'm imagining quite a few of us took hits with the...
I've got a fuck ton of potions on me,
We've got quite a
serums.
bit,
We don't have the
if I'm
time.
honest.
That's fine.
Don't have the time. It'll be like taking a short rest at this point.
Yes, me please.
Yep. Then as we're going on.
If we had any sort of time frame,
Yeah.
yes. But
Yeah.
That's fine.
Not right now.
Yeah, do you want to see if we could on the way through?
I'll give you. I've got a couple of Mark 1s you can have.
Cool, thank you. I shall just like stab them into my neck.
Yeah, so Mark 1s are just 1d8.
These are health, not on stamina, isn't it?
Yeah, just health, not stamina. Roos,
I think, yeah. Sorry.
is that a 1?
Oh my god, that's a 2.
Yeah.
You pass me. I'm going to do myself as well the Mark 1. Just try and get that back.
What's Roos got?
If Bruce has got
Oh.
nothing, I'll give him.
Oh! I rolled a 5, and a 5 is exactly what I was missing on my health.
Nice.
Oh.
Roos has
One
got
and a
3
1.
Mark 1s.
Okay.
Do you think you would use all 3?
I'm going to put a nanite patch on
If
there.
he's at that low, probably.
Yeah.
8.
Only 2 there.
8.
He's running max today.
8!
Really?
Triple eights.
24 points of health.
5,
On top of it, 25.
11,
I'm feeling great.
12,
Just like roids.
15,
Whoosh.
18, 24 to there.
I think from the moment we start running, I activate my fast healing with regeneration.
Yep.
Nice. Just on myself, just to over time every round.
How long does that last? A minute?
I'll give that to you.
Because by the time you get to the elevator and take it up, that's probably going to be over.
This one? Is it? Yeah.
Which means you'll just get the full from it.
4, 8, 11.
I'm going to send a message to Aslin as everyone's like healing up. It's just going to be, we're on our way up. Be ready to evacuate hastily. Grab your necessities. I'll send the signal and I'll send a gif of the cat on a skateboard.
Yeah, very quickly something comes back. She was like, what was that shaking? People panicked.
Explosion. We're in pursuit. We'll contact with more info. ASAP.
Cool. Hyruzen is like, you still have to get through the Nexus labs. There are security robots up there. Like, what's the plan?
Run.
Just try and make our way past. I don't think we can afford to just try and fight.
Is there like a back way? We get like a...
No, this is the only way up to the Nexus labs. There is... we could try and recall them in the... I can't remember the name of it now.
Show them some ID badges that we've taken off some bodies.
In the security depot.
Sure.
Is it up on the labs or in?
No, it's here. And like, as you're like running towards like the north door of that circular center room, he points to another room. The security droids depot is there. Usually we can either call them back or reprogram them from there. There should be 5 up there, but 1 was down in the root works.
Let's recall them then.
Yep.
He like,
Command them to go all the way down.
he turns to the technician, who is got a name.
We don't have time to reprogram.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Okay.
I was thinking getting them to go down to help the people.
I mean, just recalling them at this point.
Yeah.
Because if we've prepped them to kind of get ready to go, they've already got teams on the way to go.
Yeah.
They might have other programming
Yeah.
that's not going to...
He's like, Keenan, call those droids back. And like Keenan like runs off. I think you guys like run in. How long did your thing last?
A minute.
Okay, cool. So you take the full amount of that one to get back.
I will use... No, carry on.
Oh.
And it's like as you get to this like elevator, a message comes up where you see like Hyruzen's there. He's like, the security depot's been destroyed.
Oh shit.
Somebody's sabotaged the...
Oh. Well, that's not a question. Let's keep going. There's nothing else we can do.
No.
And at this point, like, Felena hits the button on the elevator and you guys start riding up. And it's like this hexagonal, something like 20, 25 foot hex as you guys start going up. And it opens this iris just above you. And you end up going like into this like large, mostly circular room with these like huge cylindrical canisters that are about 5 foot in height, all neatly organized around the room. It's sort of like into 3 sections, like slices of a pie, each of which is clearly marked out for 3 large devices that seem to meld into the stone walls at thirds around this room. Again, it's another like metallic room, and this is all part of like one big machine. And the devices are on these like large rotating platforms that consist of these like huge mechanical gears and cogs, all of which clearly change the elevation of something large, this tube-like structure that starts in this with this like round hatch and then moves out towards the wall and then protrudes through the wall where you can't see. It's almost like a massive bulkhead, but it's got also like a line where something's elevation can change. All of the devices are powered, and you can see these like huge cables that run around the room, from each one of them to somewhere behind the canisters in like the northeast. You can give me a recall knowledge check.
Because I'm so good at those. Yeah. 9.
Okay. I mean, it's one of you. Delana said we need to get up through the artillery batteries, and it's like when you get in here, you can tell it is. These are the anti-aircraft guns that must be like around the tower, and it must be like a structure that like moves around and takes down starships and stuff, and they are all active. They're not firing, but you can tell that they are like
Ready to go.
Yeah, basically for if something gets too close. I presume you had your ship at a safe distance then?
I hope so.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of miles away.
Let's maybe just
Few miles.
ping a message to the Steve. Make sure the ship's well far of the tower at ATM, please, and thank you.
What's going to happen if you need to call it in?
We're just going to wing it.
Does Steve respond? Like instantly?
Yeah, I mean they're on planet, so yeah, they would like get by like having a casual fly, kept at a safe distance, gone east.
Okay.
That's fine, that's fine.
That's cool. Good job, Steve.
Steve, stay close, but don't put yourself in danger. Be ready for our call when we need you.
If you need your ship here, these need to be deactivated and unloaded.
Yes.
Can we
But for now.
Yeah, can we deactivate and unload later?
We could, but I don't know what your plan is. I just putting the options there that if people need to stay behind and do this,
There are
this
like
is the time.
controls here for the artillery stuff right now. Like
You
wait
can
where
tell.
we are.
Give me a computers check.
Can I help with that?
Yes.
Help.
You can all roll.
We'll roll.
All roll?
That hero point in.
Spending a token.
It's 23 computers.
I can't do maths. 36.
Nice.
19.
Okay. For you, you think of something like the readings and screens from the control room downstairs. It's an automated system from down there, but somebody could manually disable it, but it'd probably take about 4 hours.
We don't have 4 hours.
Felena's like, I mean, we can stay here and do that, but I also don't want to...
We're not going to be 4 hours.
No.
Okay, let's keep going then.
I need you with me.
Right here. And she will lead you to the other side of the room where there's another one of these elevators. And it's not quite over at the other wall. This one seems to be completely detached from any wall or any kind of like gears or ladders that it must climb or anything. And she like runs onto it and like waits for you all to get on, and then hits a button, and this platform starts to rise up towards the ceiling, where again once more a panel opens up, and you instantly see that the lights are like flickering. It's dark in here, and there's no more like explosions or vibrating, there's no smoke, there's no shattered glass or anything like that, but power is clearly failed in some way, and most of the lights are completely gone, and some are just like sputtering every now and again. As you enter the Nexus Labs, steel cold floors lead off in 4 or 5 different directions from this elevator as it comes to a halt. You can hear like the tappings of glass, not like it falling or being shattered, but every now and then maybe like a knocking, like a dunk dunk dunk, or the muffled sounds of people like just trying to call to each other through. You know the Nexus Labs aren't like soundproofed or anything like that, not like you saw with the prison cells, but you get the idea that whoever are in these labs are trying to call out to each other.
Scientists. Should we release the scientists?
Not the droids here.
True.
If Zara has, or Zek have... You would have told them about the Sentinel Observer. Done the same thing with the Sentinel Observer with these droids. I think that they would have set it to their most heightened state of defense and prejudice. Great book.
I love James Boston.
I think we should go quietly and quickly.
Okay.
And try and make our way. The architect's, and you would know the architect's lab is on this floor. You know, it's like towards the northeastern side of the tower. It pretty much sits under the perch, and is the biggest set of labs in the Nexus.
We still think.
Yes.
How this will work is it's going to be a skill check to get through the Nexus labs. It's going to be based on you telling me what skills you want to use. There will be a set DC for each one, but if you fail it, we'll see what happens then.
Okay.
But it's going to be skill checks.
Can I do things before we start moving?
Yeah?
2 things. I'm going to create 2 forms. 1.
Karate!
Karate chop.
Judo chop!
Flaming kiss.
Noise dampener. So like, sort of like, every sort of time we move a certain distance, like, I'll pick it up and move it back to a new location. So kind of like step by step, keep this noise dampener going. And also, I'm going to create my hover skates. So I'm 1 inch off the ground at all times with hover skates on. Can ignore difficult terrain.
You know, in like Batman, but he's like, and like the ice skates come out of their boots.
Kaz is wearing space lifts in his shoes.
It's like Go-Go Gadget. Go-Go Kaz, hover skates.
That was the lamest thing you've ever said in this campaign. They're cool.
Activate my hover skates.
I've got my hover skates.
Ow, the ribs!
He just puts on a hat helmet and
I'm never getting old! That's the fun part!
one of those helmets that goes down his back.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
like a
speed
power
walking.
walker,
Yeah.
Sorry, continue with your
Kyle.
It suspends me approximately 1 inch off the ground. I do not count as flying, but I can move my normal land speed while wearing them. I ignore difficult terrain. And if I want to, I can overcharge them to increase my speed by an extra 20 feet. If I do, they have to cool down for a minute before I can do it again. But, yeah, so it's just another layer of noise that I'm not making when I'm sprinting or whatever. But my plan is to like noise dampen it, to put it on the floor, have everyone move to the edge of it, run over to them, put it down again.
What's its range?
It is a 30-foot radius.
Okay. So, because the corridors are like 5 to 10 foot wide, it's going to get very tight and there's going to be a lot of you bunched up in one thing. But even with the noise dampener, that's not going to stop everything because you're going to have to like break outside of it. It's going to help massively. Good. But it's also going to slow you down trying to do it like this. But I like the idea.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing to begin with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I imagine you're going stealthy, so you can roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Brilliant. No skills. The 21.
Okay. What's everybody else doing in this moment?
I think TJ is reverting to his more primal instincts because TJ likes to have a lot of stuff around him, and this is a lot of stuff in which to wiggle through. So I think he's almost like not quite on all fours, but he definitely hunkers down into more of a hamster-like state as he sort of like tries to stealthily maneuver through the shrapnel and debris.
Using stealth?
Yep.
Make a stealth check, please.
Oh, it's all right.
It's
26.
What's your plus?
Plus 11.
Nice.
26. Pez, what would you like to do in this moment?
I'm going to make tiny little, almost, like wind-up toys, kind of just, not necessarily follow a route, but kind of got a little bit of like, oh, there's something there, I'll move to the left. Oh, there's something there. I'll go.
Distraction.
Essentially, yeah, but I'm going to make them into like mini Histokis, like wind up ones.
This is a hate crime.
So crafting items like that.
Little engineering using like the scraps that I've got and picked up
Is
along
that
the
a
way.
thing that you have with your character builder? Like you can craft like little.
Yeah, it's a goblin thing. I'm a tinkerer, so like as I'm going around and like, oh, there's
So read that to me.
Alright.
Because I love it.
As a move action, a space goblin can remove. Oh no, bear with me.
There's a move action, a space goblin.
Yeah. Where is it?
Where is that?
Where is
the?
Or is this the thing I get next?
So I love the idea. Just want to make sure it's within your remit to be able to do it
No.
as a action, or if it's going to take like certain amounts of time. Otherwise, I love the idea.
Yeah, no, I was misreading Tinker. I think I misread it as something else.
That might take you a bit longer.
I've got Tinkerer as well, and it says it takes me a base time of 2 hours to create a technological item.
Yeah, I think you've got to actually do it in half time or something.
Yeah. No, in that case, I am very much going to.
Got other things we can use them.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to try and. Oh, my mind's gone to something. Just kind of be like looking out for certain things. So, like seeing if I can kind of, because I'm quite small, I can kind of like put my eye out and trying to perceive like if there's a way of like anything's moving or kind of get the lay of the land. Be like, no, not go this side, but go here.
Perception check. Bruce is like, I can fly.
Fly, boy.
Another one in from James.
Well, that's actually it. 19.
19.
Yeah. It would have been a 13 with a 1 again. That's my fourth one.
Sylph's going to do stealth, and so is Roos. This is Sylph. 10 on the dice. Roos is a 2 on the dice. Okay. And then Felena and Rag. Just double check their stealth. +9 for Roos. And Sylph.
We're in trouble.
It's come along.
How wide are these corridors?
About 10 foot. And they're like, there's loads of them. You know that like this is just like around other rooms and like built up. So it's kind of like it was with the prison, but like there's just tons of them now. And they're all like, some of them are smaller, some of them larger. And you know that the architect's labs are on like the other side of the tower. Sylph's one is a +10 for a unnatural 20. Felena and Rag have very good stealth. Doesn't roll it though. And Rag. So, as a group, you fail.
Yay!
So what's going to happen here, which kind of because it reveals the mechanic. You all try to start to be stealthy, and some of you very much are, some of you aren't. And Pez, you're trying to keep out, but again, in this like narrow corridor, people like knocking into each other, and you're like looking around, and it's in like the last second, you see a tripwire. And it's not attached to anything that's like going to go off. What it's attached to is like just a small pile of metal objects, and you stop, and you're about to say stop to people. You know that you're on the outside of Kaz's bubble. You get knocked into, you fall forwards into it, and it knocks over these piles of metal, and it creates like a ting, 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 and you just hear
Oh, good.
detected, and you just hear bush, bush, bush coming towards you from one of the ends of the corridor. You're not sure which. How this is going to work, instead of going into combat for each one of these robots, you are going to automatically defeat them, but 2 people need to stay behind for the rest of the skill check. They will then take percentile damage based on a D100 that I roll, which will be percentile of their maximum possible health.
Yeah.
So, Flader and Rag look at you as like, need me to slow them down? Bruce is like, I could take one on. It's like eyes like puffed.
Bruce and Rag.
You've got the make chase.
Bruce and Rag.
Yeah.
Okay. You see it's just like, and for a minute you're like, hey, Poppy Pig. It's like spherical head of like pure black. It's almost like Vanta black, but with these like red eyes. Detected. And you just see like Roos like pull out a sword and Rags just like you watch like the nanites just like pull into this like wicked looking blade.
So cool.
And they begin to clash as you guys run forward through the Nexus lab to the next bit. So they will catch up with you when you get there, but they will take percentile. How this is going to work, I'm going to roll a D100. They will take that much damage, that percentage of damage from their max HP, which will be HP and stamina. So if they roll 100, they will go down to 0.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Sure.
Bruce. That's out of the tray. We'll take 23%.
Okay. Okay.
That's okay.
Bruce's max, this is where I've got to get a calculator out. So Bruce's max is 124.
Okay.
124 divided by 100 times 23. He will take 28 points of damage.
Go with some healing.
That's okay.
I think that would have been clear.
So Bruce is going to
Yeah, I would
take
be absolutely. Yeah.
49 minus 28.
21.
21.
Rag will.
21.
They're not on full, by the way.
Yes.
Ooh.
Quite. I don't even need to roll 100 to get down.
10.
34.
Okay.
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 A max of 105
Depending on what they're on at the minute.
divided by 100 times 34. He will take 35. And I'm rounding down, by the way, to the point. It's 5 sevens, whatever. He will take 35 points of damage. But that fight, you hear it like clashing off in the distance, and you guys end up breaking into like part of the labs, and you can see like there are like scientists who have like come to the like windows, and they're like watching, and like you like move past, and they like see 2 drow and a load of outsiders, and they just like back up in their cells, and you see these like spherical metal reflective discs on each one of the doors, magnetic locks that you were told about, and you can tell they've got like a keypad on them and stuff. And you break into what is essentially like a set of smaller individual maybe like 10 by 10 rooms where people work on lab-like computers, and they have like microscopes, and you can see that people are probably working on not nanotechnology but micro cybernetics. You end up in this sort of open area of about 20-30 foot wide, and all of the like cubicles around you, and there are like 3 paths ahead of you. For the second part of the skill check, you tell me what you're doing now.
And it's stealth out of something question now, right? Have we not?
I mean, we can still try and go a little
Send them off.
stealthy and.
Yeah, I mean, because when there's still a distraction going on elsewhere, it's a case of like you don't know where they're being told to patrol. You haven't had a chance to look at the programming that's in there. So stealth's not out of the question. But you know, you tell me how you want to use what skills to then get about, knowing as well that there are like noise tripwires designed. And again, you think back to your team, and it will actually be Felena who's like, when that goes over, she's like, sick.
Yep, that's certainly his handybook.
And so there's 3.
There is. One of them is like an instant like left and goes sort of like 90 degrees from the way that you've come and leads towards. Oh, actually, have you all got dark vision?
Low light, but my camera does enhance.
Okay. So as you're rushing around, it will be low light because I'm trying to use the camera to run about.
Yeah.
You know. So you can also at least see. I think Roos. Does he? I don't think he's got.
Nothing. Other than doing what I'm doing before.
Yeah, so he needs to take penalties to this as well. As he, oh no, Bruce is staying behind anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to close his character sheet. Yeah, you kind of come to the first one goes left, heads off down a corridor. You can't really see what's down there. The other two are sort of like parallel, but you can see that the right one sort of like veers off slightly, maybe meets like a 45-degree wall, where you can see like again somebody like another Strix like trying to peer through, and yeah, the middle one just goes dead straight.
Selena knows the way to the architect, right?
Yes.
Amazing. Could you lead the way?
Yes.
Yeah, we should probably hang a left here and then meet the exterior wall and follow it to the other side.
Before we do that, I want to just use pop the camera up just to check for any illusions or holograms.
Okay, so that sounds like a perception check. Do you like send it forwards ahead of you?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I send it out just to kind of get a read of. I think it's because it's a true frame, so it's going to be able to detect errors in shading, lighting, artifacts of holograms and illusions, and it also can read different wavelengths of like infrared and things. So I'm just having using it to kind of see what's ahead of us, but also knowing that previously we had hologram Zara, any kind of pickup of little hidden droids or things.
Yeah. Okay.
So perception.
Yep, it sounds like perception.
Here's a credit.
I've learned to catch those now gently.
That's better. 28.
Okay. Pez, what do you want to do in this one?
I'm going to go for a remote hack. So, as you kind of see me, as we're going through like all the scientists and things, I'm going to try and either do a computers or engineering. I'm going to see if, because a lot of like these corporate things probably have like an intranet sort of thing where you can send off remote signals and get, I can imagine they've got like coffee machines and things like that, just to cause chaos. What I did on like Poverty Pings, Datapad was almost put a gremlin in the works.
You did, yeah.
I kind of want to do that, but kind of get it to bounce between machines.
To make distractions, noises and stuff
so
like
like
that.
printers just to start printing off reams of paper, coffee machines just to dispense water.
Okay, that sounds like, now I would normally put this under like a bluff check, but because you're using your computers and you're hacking, this is definitely a computers check.
Yeah.
And those kind of devices are not.
They're not going to be hugely password
No,
protected.
right?
They're going to be on open networks.
They're really,
which I've gone into
really
different
low tier
computers.
shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I just want to use the mundane to kind of make a
I
distraction.
mean, I don't think you can fail this.
Wait, am I
We'll
using
give it a
engineering or
try.
computer?
Password.
Computers.
Cool. Oh. 35.
Ooh.
Excellent.
And like vending machines to just kind of start firing out cans. Oh, like the Sprite advert that, was it Jamie Hyneman and Adam Savage made? Just like on tank tracks. It just starts firing cans at people.
Sylph will. Let's look at traits and benefits. So, Kaz, you tell me what you're doing while I quickly look at Sylph's stuff. I think Sylph will do a stealth check, which she will spend. I'm not going to spend any more spell slots. I don't think I can physically do that.
I think I'll try keep a real beady eye out for any more traps.
Perception check it is.
You can do it.
Put your back to it.
15 plus 18, 33.
Clutch.
Sylph will try and stealth.
We rolled the same again.
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
Tech roll.
Yeah.
For Lena, I think she. Yeah, let's have a look at that. I believe. Can't use that one. They're going to do stealth, but they activate their nanite array, and you watch as like they lift off the ground.
She's got the shoes too.
Should go skating sometime, you know.
Oh.
Go on the track.
Speed skating.
Really good, Kaz. Smooth. Like your skating will be.
Oh, yes.
Wants to practicing.
Okay, Armor Sheath is activated, which gives her a boost to the stealth. 4 on the dice for 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay. 33, 28, 35, 23, 25.
Sounds good to me.
I think the average of that is
29.
pass.
29.
As you guys start making your way down the left-hand corridor, as you guys trying to keep an eye out, you get around a corner and you start setting off these devices, like in other corridors and stuff. And it's like beep, beep, beep. Like especially when the power's out, it just reverberates, and you hear a something just like and start moving down a corridor away from where you're going. And just as you're coming around a corner, you stop because you don't see it because you're so you're looking at
So little.
Just go underneath the
I
trip
think because
wire.
you're focused on like holograms and stuff like that, you're not ready to pick this up, and I don't think the camera would,
Mm-hmm.
as you find just ball bearings all over the floor, and you like
Caltrops.
stop everyone before they like go onto it and like fall over and make a racket, and you guys are able to like navigate around this particular hazard. And again, this has clearly been set up to have you create noise in some kind of way. You make your way into another section of this set of labs where you can see there are like automated workbenches that seem to like build and graft things that would then be for cybernetic purposes, like hand grafts or things that would go onto wings or legs, things that would create the larger items of the cyberborn and the cybernetics here, where people would have maybe maintenance things done or worked on, or maybe they would come up with prototypes for larger cybernetic items. You can see that the desks are all powered down, and there's no like people on them or anything like that. This is just where they probably create the prototypes or create what they want to work on. You do see coming into this area on part of its patrol one of the Terminator security droids. What do you do?
I think that's probably the best thing to do, right?
Is there an alcove we can hide in, or?
Yeah, there's like parts like under the benches. There are like almost like cubbies between like some of these labs and stuff. There are a few nooks and crannies, but it's kind of like an open, not industrialized, but an open work area where people obviously come out, and it's kind of like essentially the equivalent of 3D printing and like engineering workstations in this like large 40 by 40 foot area. Yeah, there are enough places that you could try and hide if you wanted to try and stealth. You tell me what you're doing. Start over here, Pez.
So, as I imagine it, it's kind of like a processing line.
Kind of,
It's
yeah.
kind of like the arms almost like coming in and like adding or like printing onto it as it goes down.
There would be, but everything's dead at the moment, and they're like individual work stations, and it's in probably like a triangular area.
I would like to do kind of what I did last time, but I kind of want to get the machines to kind of almost act as a distraction again.
Okay.
I want to kind of engineer it so they're kind of all making a distraction, almost like a synchronized dance.
So just give me an engineering check. This is just for something else.
That's cool. 30.
So these are probably connected to mains power, and
Okay.
that is now completely
That's
down.
fine.
Whereas the other ones probably had their own power sources and stuff,
That's fine.
or internal batteries for
Screws that
usage.
then.
So just so you don't waste an action.
Yeah, no, that's
So
fine.
what do you think of something? Let's go over to this side of the table.
So like we're kind of in like a room.
Essentially, yeah, it's like an open room, but there are more corridors that come off it that lead to more labs and stuff. You like get past this ball bearing area in this corridor.
Yeah.
You go into this triangular like room.
Yeah.
It's probably like 60 foot wide at this, that leads to like a 20 foot
Okay.
aperture at the other end of it.
Yeah.
At each corner and the base where you come in, you probably come in at the base of the triangle, and there is like this open doorway that you guys come through.
Yeah.
Then Felena's like, we need to go that way, and you can see the security droids just coming
straight ahead,
straight
sort of
down from where you are. You need to just get through this room, but it is currently about to enter in here.
Are there any like sort of like lockers or anything against the walls to the left and right?
There are probably like shelves and units where people would keep materials for the process of this. Like there'd be like not necessarily like ingots in a smith, but there would be like filament for any plastics. There would be.
Is there anything that has like just a sort of a solid opaque sort of door on it, so like that kind of?
Yeah, I think that there's
like
definitely
a space in it. Like okay. I want to try and use my barricade feat, instant architect, to create what was essentially a barricade.
Oh, there's loads of stuff here to do that.
He doesn't say he has to look in any certain way, so I want to make basically copy. Almost like prop hunt if you ever played prop hunt.
Yeah.
Sort of like copy a locker over and sort of like. Well, it doesn't really give you like an amount of squares of how much barricades you can make, so.
Usually, I think the barricade feat is like it's in the square that you're in, so it's kind of like giving you like a quick, like I think jump barricade is one I had. You quick like put things together. You're like barricade. I'll hide behind it.
It's more my instant architect thing as well. So I like basically use my nano cloud to create the barricade.
Clade.
I mean, temporary structure or like a ladder up to 30 feet long.
Oh, then you can easily make a door or something, yeah.
A door ceiling and opening up to 10 feet square.
Yeah.
So if I can get multiple people within it, I will.
You could easily get 2 people.
Okay.
So you and Felena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Sure. All right.
That's you and Felena.
Hide somewhere on a bench or something.
Don't worry, I'm there looking at that locker.
I sort of like kind
you
of
and me, baby.
grab Felina, sort of like just kind of under the armpit and like, come on. Get to the locker and just kind of like start the nano cloud sort of dispersing.
Okay.
And then Old Sinky has arrived.
Old Sinky!
And start to form like, another copy of like a locker or something around us.
So that sounds like you can make a stealth check, but you can add your. Do you get to add your primary array to your stealth?
You mean my not the primary array?
Your sheath array. Because Flena's adding her.
That stealth is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-sheath.
I will allow you to have another +2 to that stealth check then, for the creativity of what you're trying to do. So you get the sheath array, which should be automatically on your stealth. If you like click on stealth, it will show you that it's already on there.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, technically it's +3 for my array.
cool. So you get another +3 on top of it. I'll let you double check this.
Okay, cool. In that case, it is 33.
33, and because you're pulling Felena in with you, I will allow her to also have that 33.
Nice.
Which gives 2 of you in the group a 33. Stealth. Nice.
4.
Kaz, protect.
Protect.
Pez.
Protect.
There's 2 things I want to try. If one doesn't work, then fine. Is there any sort of like speakers or anything like that? I want to see if I can get Sid's voice to come out of them because it's the most
portable one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I kind of almost want to have Sid's voice kind of almost like, oh, I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
I mean,
Kind
if you
of,
want to
yeah.
hand over that
Yeah.
portable speaker.
Because that I was thinking, like, if I had a way to get this somewhere
Yeah.
to try and cause a distraction, so there you go.
Yes, I kind of put the speaker down and kind of almost make like a little sort of like AI Raspberry Pi that's just got sounds on a loop that's come from Sid because it's the most annoying thing. Other than that little worm that we had on the best of Sid music.
That's a computer's check to very quickly like get into the speaker and be like, I want to play this.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
Okay, 24's respectable.
Yeah.
Okay. TJ?
Are you just placing that speaker in the room somewhere?
I'm
or-
putting it somewhere like kind of to use it. It's like against the wall so it sounds like it's throwing it.
Do you then like dive under a table or something?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Give me a stealth check on top of that, please.
Stuff's not that bad actually. 19.
It's fine. TJ.
So TJ's mind in the same place that Pez's was with the speaker thing, so he's like, cool, right, I'm just going to hide, and thinks back to Kashoria when he hid in the locker with Ida's stuff in, and is going to try a rinse repeat of that and get in a locker.
That is completely a stealth check.
So natural one for a 14.
Here.
Thank you. Cread stick in.
Come on.
Kaz.
Oh.
So 3 for a 16.
Hey, you know, it's not great.
Every little helps.
2, you got 33 though.
Sylph
Just drag you down.
will.
Goodness.
Oh
Are you good to go until we get to the end of this skill check? Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
no! Yeah! Kill us, Daddy!
Well.
Hello. I think Sylph's got invisibility.
She do.
Yep.
I will use a spell slot. She sees it coming, you guys don't, and she just goes, just holds up a card and just vanishes, and the last thing you see is the card, which then just like fades away like smoke. Mark off a spell slot for her again. That is now.
Should have solid snaked it. Cardboard box.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I think that means she gets a +10 to this.
Nice.
I was looking at the old stealth thing. Under it says if you're invisible and you're immobile, you get +40.
She will stay perfectly still doing that then.
But if you're mobile, it's +20. It's like,
She will stay still. 48.
Okay.
I think that's the highest that we've rolled.
Yeah.
doesn't count, does it, really?
Come on.
How does it?
That will bring up the group average, and I will give you a credit stick note.
Thank you very much.
So
There you go. If you want to invisible or benefit from total receiving, you get a +40 bonus. Skill check.
As long as you remain immobile.
I am immobile.
What can I do? That should bring the average up.
Hopefully, well.
Me and TJ like, yes.
Got a frog in my throat.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. What tickle?
The dust under these chairs.
Just trying to work out the average. Are you doing medium mode?
medium. So add them all up and then divide them by
Socrates.
the average being 33.6, which beats the DC. As you they come into the room and they're scanning around. You see there's just red eyes just glowing in the dark. And I think for those of you with low light and dark vision, it's just in grayscale. So it's just the negative of one of these droids.
So Blair Witch.
And it's very Blair Witch. And they look across, and there is a moment where you pull maybe part of your tail in or something, and the door shuts, and they're and then you say, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Just wanted it for the RP of this bit.
Hey guys, are you hiding?
With things. Just almost I want it to be that very sort of eerie go to Doctor Who are you my mummy? Sort of.
Yes. Can I tell you all the things that I like about the way that you look? Starting with your chin and then your weird ears.
And then almost just bursting into micro songs.
I'm here! And it starts bouncing off around the room from these speakers, and this droid is goes across and finds this speaker. She just crushes it
Take that off
in its
the
hand. Yeah, unfortunately that is completely destroyed. And they just look at it. And there's this moment where you see the way that Poppity Ping looked at things. It's just throws it on the ground. It's not even throw it, just lets go of it, and it just falls to the ground. It gives the room one last look.
Huh?
There's still farts. No.
Cowbird kill.
And it will then continue its patrol, and after about 30 seconds it leaves the room via one of the other exits, and Felina's now, we have to go now, and you guys rush forwards and you move into the next set of corridors. She's it shouldn't be too far away, we just need to get through. What would the next bit be? The next bit would be a it would be one of the areas in which they would like work on food and crops, almost like GMOing, because they have to obviously like keep the crops alive and the soil alive, and there would be scientists here for that. It's like we have to get through the agricultural sciences, and you go into essentially like this part of the Nexus Labs where you can see there are like micro greenhouses, all in different. It's kind of like mini Eden projects. These like little domes with these like biomes and stuff, and you can see that like. Nobody is actually. There are no strix here. There's nobody watching. It's because these are all like, you grow things and you watch them, and then you like kind of like cultivate the bacteria and you watch things. And, obviously know loads about botany.
Grow it.
So it's just soil in a test tube. But you go into there and you can tell that like it's a little bit more humid, and there is clearly a level of science here that Ian knows nothing of. There's
grass.
There's grass in shelves and stuff. I don't know.
Mercy.
But I think with this one, you don't see any of the droids or these robots, but you can tell that there are maybe like animals or something within these biomes, and because the power's gone off, they're starting to get erratic and they're starting to make noise. So like there'll be like little like avian creatures who are like chirping, or like maybe have never seen nighttime before because they live on the sun-facing side of the planet and it's gone dark. Maybe there is like some things were like supposed to have constant water running and that's kind of like gone off, or other things it's just you can tell that something's gone wrong and these creatures are making a racket, and it's probably going to bring something in soon. There is definitely like a few different ways, and Flaina's like, we'll have to go through this way to get to the lab. What would be the holdup here? I think there is maybe like as you like start to like leave this area, you can tell that there is one of these Terminator robots just standing sentry on a door that leads to essentially out of this area, but into like a corridor that would connect to the architect's lab. But it's not moving; it's standing guard and just like immobile, and you have to try and get it away from the door somehow.
Use that speaker again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I had one.
You just see Pez's hand, like a little post-it note. This is IOU on speaker.
Yes, you do.
Get past this bit and then use just the thing to get one.
Trust me, I'm already on the what can I use, because seeing if I've got enough credits for one.
You could also just have two people call it out.
Not happening.
Sure. And you know who you are.
What if we threw a grenade? What if we just lobbed something over in a direction?
I mean, it could be just as simple as that. Still makes noise, doesn't it?
Yeah, just like throw something at to make it make noise.
Okay.
How far away are we from the door, out of interest?
Maybe like 30, 40 feet.
I'm just going to listen to my ring of whispers just for a second, see if it picks up anything.
Oh god, gee.
No.
It's 30, 40 feet from where the sentry bot is.
Yeah, essentially, and you would like be coming around the corner, and you're like, oh, there's one there, and that leads to like one of the main access
I
corridors.
was just kind of looking into this room.
Yes, and it's probably like a semicircular area in front of it of about 20, 30 feet, and all of these corridors connect to this like one door, and yeah, you need to get that droid out of the way.
What were you going to do? You don't know you had something ready to go?
I was just looking at just a thing, and I just looked at how much a speaker costs.
No, don't cheat. That's not
that's
the
the
first
thing.
one.
I mean,
I can chuck it. I've got an empty battery on me.
Chuck it.
I can chuck it. But it seems like it could be fairly obvious.
Well,
if it's looking into the room and I'm going to go...
fetch!
You know, just kind of like fetch it to the left or something, and it's like going right across our vision. In this corridor that's leading up, I'm assuming we're in the corridor leading up into this room, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you'd be like, because the way you come is you've gone left and across to the other side.
Is there anything like to the left and right before we enter this room that we can kind of like duck in while it moves across our vision?
Yeah, I think you'd have to come back into like where those biomes are and stuff like that. I think that's like as you move into this area, that's kind of your safe haven. Like these things are starting to make noise, and maybe it's going to be attracted by those pretty soon. You think?
How long does Sylph's invisibility last?
It's quite a while, I think.
Because we give it the statue to her.
Sylph.
We get
1 minute per level, so 3 minutes. So actually, it will probably come to an end before this even gets there.
Right.
It's a big enough alcove for all of us to hide behind. You should put up like a fake locker.
Or we cause a ruckus for the animals to.
Can we let the animals out?
And you might be able to like go round another way or something.
Circumvent, stealth around because it's preoccupied.
The animals are spooked. I know, but
No, yeah.
I just don't think that we can chuck that battery anywhere, but it would be like just look straight at us as we
Out of the tray. You guys are taking a while.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
I think we just got to risk it, Kaz. We don't have the time.
Everybody roll me a stealth check.
oh, nice.
Bag is a 26.
Luckily, good.
Felena is a 32. Sylph, 18.
She's still immobile. Oh no, it's
30.
Smutty 20.
32.
Okay, doesn't notice you.
Right.
Should we let the animals out?
Give them a bit of a ruckus.
Or should we let these out and try and go around another way?
Yeah. Or just enough to cause a ruckus to slip by it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go around another way
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
while doing the animal.
So, you all start to, like, get up to these biome enclosures. I will need an engineering check to see, like, if you recognise where hatches and locks and stuff are. Felena. Rag. Sylph.
26.
Sylph is a natural 20.
16.
32.
Yeah, so between you and Sylph, there is this, like, I think maybe it's like for you, there's one that's like really low down, and for Sylph, she's like, that's here, and like spots it. And you start to like this panel just like a force field, like disappears, and these birds just like fly out of one of them. Another one, it's like these rodent-like creatures that like squeak out, and they just like start basically running. And I think one of like the avian like one sees the rodent, it's like and like squawks and like goes in for it.
Brother, no!
Felina, lead the way, quick.
Felena will make a recall knowledge check.
No, not the time.
13.
Fine.
She's like, this way. You guys all start bucking it down one of the other corridors, trying to like bring yourself around another way. And you hear this of this like robot moving its way into this bio area, and you guys manage to like come around and you get to that other door, and you guys like rush through into this corridor where it meets stone again, and you know that like this must just be like maybe somewhere in the middle of the tower, and maybe this is just like one side of it that you've been on. But Felena's like, we should go down here, we go in through that door there, and it should take us to a large atrium. The labs are just in there. And she runs down, she takes you to the door. It's not locked or anything, but she has to like, you guys have to like force it open because there's no power. And like as you guys get inside, again, you hear the footsteps of metal on metal as you have come out of this like stone corridor and back into another metal one. You don't know where it is. It's very dark in here, but this is like a large room, maybe 100 foot in. What's the one from full side to full side? It's not radius, is it? Diameter? Yeah, it's in 100 foot in diameter. You instantly know where you are. You have fought, you have trained, you have beat the living crap out of each other in this room. It's not the worst room you've ever been in, but it's certainly one of greater stress. And Flaina just starts running across, and you all just start to follow. For you, your mind starts to wander.
Hopes would hope. Sorry, guys.
Not the time.
As for that split second, you are back. And you were just like knife to knife, and like it's you and Flaina, and like you'll be like sparring against each other, and it's no holding back. You guys are properly going for it, just like you would against any combatant. You feel those legs that were like recently broken and remolded into the legs that you now have, these cyber legs that are more drow-like, and you're kind of getting used to your footing still, but you are so sure-footed anyway, like you are so well-trained at this point, and you can feel like those nanite surges within you, and you know that this is some part along your training where you did have a modicum of control. And I think you like stumble, and Flaina comes in and catches you across the cheek with the knife, and you just hear like the room go beep. And Flaina steps back smiling, and you're like, fair enough. And you then see, smiling across the room, this like young looking, very cheerful smiling, white hair kind of slicked back, these like pointed ears, very kind of like aesthetically beautiful drow. And I thought you were quicker than that, Kaz. Come on, all that bragging, and yet still got tagged. Suppose it's my turn. And Zek stands up and moves towards you. And he moves with a speed that you know he's got, but he seems to have learnt something new, and you're not quite sure what that is at this point. And again, loser stay on. And it starts again. You guys just start sparring it out. I need a reflex save from you, please.
Come on, Cass.
You can do it.
Envision it.
Best. 18.
17.
You fucking
Actual win. Jesus.
I felt that in my waters, that one.
Felt it in me waters.
Might be easy.
That's 26.
26. Okay. Zek moves in, and he's
Unbelievable.
and he's got the tactical knife in his backwards in his hand, just like Flaina was, just like you do. And he like feints, and you know this is coming, and you're like, no, and you just take a step to the side, and he just like collides with your fist. He managed to pull back enough that you don't get the blade in to like make a strike against him. It's like, there's the speed. Let's make this more interesting, shall we? Open her up, will ya? And he steps back, and it's almost like he moves like 20 foot without even having to leap. It's something that you haven't seen, and like it makes you think about when you had your wings, and like that movement of being able to go and like just take like a powered like reflex back. But he calls this out and shouts, "Let's open her up," and the floor just starts to open, and you kind of like unsteadily kind of wait. He's like smiling in that kind of cocky way across from you. So don't worry, I'll get you. Forget him.
Good to know.
And you watch as like this opens up, and there is like a pit beneath you, and there is this like liquid in it that is just like bubbling and popping. It's like a sickly green, and there are these like pillars and posts and like little perches across it that maybe like set about 5 foot down. What would he say? I think he would say something like, "Well, I'm all the way over here now, and I think I'm a bit quicker than you. What are you going to do about that?"
I hate him, but I love him.
Well, none of us are perfect yet, Zach.
You're not.
Oh!
Got him!
Neither are you. You have flaws too.
I don't see any.
Let's exploit them.
What do you do?
Oh, I just know I could fix him.
TJ, you good?
It's not TJ.
So this 20-foot square must have been opened up.
Yeah.
There's no way like around it.
You could, but he's sort of like taunting you across it.
Okay.
In fact, I think
Yes.
what he would do is like he then takes like gentle step and he like almost rises about 10 foot into the air and just lands on one of like the pillars. Like a really graceful step.
I'm trying to think what we've got.
Fly.
What?
Fly, you fool.
You think I can fly? I can't. Do I have wings or
No.
have they been cut off?
And like, yeah.
I thought so. Just double checking.
Yeah, and it's not, and I just for like the sake of like listeners, for you guys around the table and for you, it's not like you know that you're experiencing these kind of like visions. It's just like you're like back into it. So you are like right back in that moment. It's just like how would Kaz react in those moments?
I don't think he's the kind of person to just go in like aggressively. I think he would just try and match the energy of the combatant. So Zek is clearly sort of trying to lord over and sort of take his position and be there ready and waiting. And I think Kaz will sort of do the same and also get onto a perch.
Yeah, so that sounds like you need to make me an acrobatics check as you try and go from like the very side and jump to another one.
21.
Okay. You like take a run, and you're definitely not as graceful as Zek in this moment. There's something about him that, like, he even as he just like steps, and it's almost like a moment of anti-gravity as he just like lands there, completely controlled, and it's just like, come on then, and you just like run and you jump and you like land on the perch, and there's like a moment of instability, and you like stand there, and he just like swings in with the knife. Only a 2 on the dice. Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
What am I adding to it?
Nothing.
10.
10. Do you block it with your blade? Do you dodge it?
Tell me if this is too much, but I would like go to block it with my blade, but then because I can create a weapon with my nanites, I go to block it, disperse them, and make it into my other hand, and then go for the strike.
Nice. Make me an attack roll, please. You may add your melee attack to this.
That is 30.
Yeah. And like you do that, and like he's being cocked, like come on, and you whoosh, and like smash into him, and he like falls from the perch, and it's like as he's falling backwards, you see that like look in his eyes, like, oh, you were quicker, and he like pushes back, and again, it's almost like a moment of anti-gravity where he like comes away from the perch and then lands back on the edge. What do you do?
I think, knowing probably, I think in that sort of split-second decision of seeing him sort of come back up onto a perch, I'll take that opportunity to try and like tackle him off the edge of this pit onto solid ground.
Yeah, okay, and he is like right at
and
the
get
edge
the
of the pit.
advantage of being over him.
So you're going to like try and like dart from each one and get across it and like try to tackle him down, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I want an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's not good. Yep.
Believe.
Natural 20.
Okay, you take like 3 steps and there is something now that wasn't there before. And you just, there is this feeling of power that you just like jump, and you jump higher than you expect. And you come down on the other side as he's like still coming back in, looks up, and you come down. I want another d20 as you go for the attack and to like pin him down basically.
26.
How do you do it? How do you tag him?
I think, as I said, like I'm going to try and tackle him off the edge of this pit back onto the solid ground where he once was. Like pin one of his arms to the side, and then just kind of I'm going to take a slash across his throat.
Yep.
And just like, after doing that, just like, be stationary at that point, knowing that I've attacked it.
Like a bird that's hunted their prey, Kaz is like stationary and like blood from his throat. And instantly, Nanite starts to stitch them back together again. For you guys, you watch as this droid comes just running full speed out of like the darkness in this room, their eyes flickering red. Kaz jumps into the air, and you just watch as metallic wings erupt from him. In this moment, he lands and just has cut through the robot's like center mass of their neck, and the head just thunk onto the ground and starts to roll. The wings dissipate instantly, and you wake up in this moment having eradicated this droid. You don't remember seeing the droid come to you, just remember this like fight with Zek. And for you all, you just watch him jump, and it is like the wings leap him into the air, and he just clean takes it out. And we will come back on that next week.
Yay! That was
great.
sick.
I love the cinematics of that last bit.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, podcast and YouTube. Stick around for the Drift debrief. We're going to do that in a moment. Otherwise, we'll be back next week for episode 81. Otherwise, have yourselves a fantastic week, and may the dice gods be ever in your favour. Take it easy, guys.
See you later.